Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
We good?
I'm fed, man. We can do whatever, dog. We can take a nap. We can go play in the snow.
And
We
then I
can do
say
whatever,
he's going to eat
dogs.
that whole thing and not be okay with everything and not want to do shit.
Whatever.
Episode 140.
Ooh.
Wow, we're in another digits.
I like it. I like 40s. I can't wait to turn 40.
You said I like 40s?
Yeah.
Old English or?
Oh, like the numbers in the 40s.
Like 140s? Or
Wait, hold on.
Or just
Hold on,
40,
'cause that's a great thought. In the basement, we got Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
Okay, so Old English or like the rapper or...
No, 40, like the numbers.
The drink?
40s. Like when I turn 40, I'll feel better than in these 30s. It's weird. I don't like 30s.
But do you like 140s as well? Or is it?
Just 40 part.
general?
Yeah. Just 40s, not 140.
But it's not
140s
multiples
right.
of 40, like 40, 80, 120. It's not like that. It's just 40s.
Yeah, 40 seems softer. 30's hard. Harsh. 30. Even the 3's are nasty looking.
It's hard to write when you're a little kid.
I like 40s. Cool. And I'm ready to turn 40.
You are?
Because you can get your Tesla.
That's the plan. It's probably not
I'm
going to
ready
happen.
not
I'm poor.
to be 37 because 37 doesn't sound like
It's nasty.
It doesn't sound good.
But stuff in the 40s has a little softer
Yeah.
delivery.
If you say so.
37. 47. You see what I'm saying? Even...
I think we're at the bracket of 30, late 30s that it doesn't sound good. 37, 38, 39. It doesn't sound...
No. It's nasty. Man, let me know when you're 40. Man.
As a person who has number preferences, this is new to me. I've never thought about this. No.
I felt the same way about 20.
Really?
20 was a nasty age because you're excited to turn 18.
But you can't do nothing till you're 21.
Come on. So you turn 20, it's like, what's there to celebrate?
What is there to do
Right.
besides underage drinking?
Which I didn't even do.
Well, then.
You didn't drink underage?
Yep. Well,
I barely
no, hold
did.
on.
I waited till I was 20 and a half because all my friends turned 21.
No, I lied. I did. Are you all right? Hi, Bobby. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we were all drunk at Barry's, and I don't think we were 21.
Yeah, damn, you're right. Damn, I did drink underage. Fuck.
Barry's are $2 drinks.
Dangerous.
That's cool, though. We're here now.
What up, though? How's everybody?
Chilling.
How was everyone's weekend?
Fantastic.
Good.
I think. I don't know.
Good.
Valentine's. It was
Oh, Valentine's is
Valentine.
coming.
Uh-huh. Where is your boy?
Can we just talk about something real quick?
No. I don't want to talk about anything. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man. Yo, it's no big deal, but like there was a major release. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about semen. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the man. Oof.
Woo, bars, nigga. Damn, you both got this shit.
Oof. What man, huh? I'm talking about Darren, yo. The Haitian sensation.
That's right.
What?
De la Vie.
Released his debut track.
Compa Remix.
Wish I had some air horns.
Damn, I should have had that ready.
Yo, Darren, how's it feel, man?
I
To
don't
be an
feel-
international
it
superstar.
does not feel good.
Can you sing us a little bit?
I cannot.
The people.
No, I
Nah,
cannot.
you sure?
No,
You're a whole celeb.
no, I'm not.
It was well received by the people,
It was,
brother.
which I'm very surprised at.
You're blushing, Darren.
I'm blushing and I also want to die.
I've literally been yelling at Darren for a whole year to put this song out. So it was so satisfying for me to finally know that I'm not, with just Bim, the only people who've gotten to experience this.
Word.
Because it was last Valentine's Day, and then shit happened, and then the day came and went, and the song didn't get posted. So it was like, you can't side chick day post that shit.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean?
No, yeah.
Right.
So then we just went the rest of the year, and then next February comes around, I was like, nigga.
Jen has been yelling at me
Yes.
for the past good month.
Daily. Yeah.
Very
Like,
aggressively.
Yeah. I got nervous.
Darren, the song. Thanks.
That's it. That was the message.
That's all I needed.
First thing in the morning, too.
Right,
No,
bright and
no
early.
pleasantries.
It'd be like 7 o'clock. I ain't even get to brush my teeth yet.
I am mad, though, that we didn't get to film a video.
Same.
Yes,
I thought it
yes,
had a
yes.
video coming with
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Because that's what you guys were talking
we had
about.
that there, and then things got, we had the quarantine and stuff. And
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about even the last few weeks. Oh, yeah, me and Ben, we're going to get together.
Oh, we
and
never
then next
did
week
that.
is, oh, we didn't get together. Well, you didn't call me. The next week,
We suck. But
that's...
Let us know.
since it was so well received, thank you. One more time for Darren. Yeah. Since
that
it was
on
so
deck.
well received, I think it warrants a video for next year.
For next year, then I'll put that shit out on March 7th.
I was gonna say, like, with the songs out, you could definitely put a video just to follow up.
Nah, I want to keep the Valentine momentum, and I think that'll be a nice little bow to put on it to remind people who you are next year. You know what I'm saying? But now they can see your face because they love the album cover.
The album cover was fire.
So this is what I was saying. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it.
Album cover gets an air horn.
Yeah, yes, it does.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, if we're in, we're in. Like like last year, and so I'm like, I have a pretty good picture, and I'm pretty sure I could put words on it. I'm good with Photoshop, and I'm putting it together, and I'm like, Lord.
Yeah, Lord, you blessed me. Yeah, keep saying
He
it.
did, yes. Thank you for my talent, Lord.
Thank you for this white suit.
That was on the cruise, right?
I was on the cruise.
That was pleasant.
Hair was all flowing, and
Love it.
Yeah,
What a guy he is.
man.
Darren bears his soul, man. Bears his soul for the pod.
I also don't know why.
Because I wouldn't have done it. I'd be scared as shit. The mixtapes that we put out before talking on it, I even hated doing that.
Still hate talking.
Yeah. So the fact that you put out a 2-verse song
With lyrics.
with lyrics, real lyrics from you,
Ad libs.
ad-libs,
He Migos himself.
background vocals. Come on.
Like I said, I'm here. I want to make
go.
it sound cool.
Hell yeah.
Might as well.
Mine as well. That's the commitment that we all appreciate from you, Darren.
Appreciate you, King.
That's why you are Black History King.
Don't please.
Jen, that was an excellent segment, by the way.
Thank you.
Don't have one for me.
No, I don't have
Okay,
anything
good.
else.
I can't hand. I'm not as. I might leave and take the camera.
I don't even think he handled it well. It was just that
What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do?
body slam you on camera.
Oh my god. So did Valentine's Day anything good? You guys? Jen.
We grilled. And
Motherfuckers. I hate you guys. Darren, they just. And she has to document it.
I have to.
Because fuck Bim, right? So, what do I see? Jen's recording. Q. Takes the cover off the grill. In slow motion and shit. Snow flying in the air.
Snow and smoke.
there was no slow motion.
Whatever. Today, we grill. Bang. And then they do that shit. I'm like just sitting there eating cereal, watching them and shit. Pause the porn and just watch. Like, I hate them, yo.
Hold on.
Damn. This is sexier than porn.
Why can't you grill them?
You can.
I can. I just don't have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's broken. So I'm going to wait until the lady moves in, then we're going to get the grill. And I got a lot of ideas. But for now, I just choose to hate
Yes.
on Q and Jen.
It's easy to hate.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That was grilling. So what says love like shit fresh off the grill? I don't know.
How was your Valentine's Day?
It was good. We don't do a lot for Valentine's because her birthday is a few days after. Happy birthday,
Happy
my lady.
birthday.
Mad February birthdays. So I decided to make a meal. We've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen, so I did a Hell's Kitchen inspired meal. I made
cute.
Yes.
Terrific
Did you make beef Wellington?
a terrific mushroom risotto
Oh shit!
with scallops
Scallops.
for the appetizer. Darren for dessert for dinner.
For dinner, the main course.
I made a lovely beef Wellington. Coated in English mustard, wrapped in the finest puff pastry, baked to perfection, alongside with glazed carrots, and for dessert, cupcakes from Soroya Sweets.
Damn it.
Hey.
God damn it.
Now, I must say, Ramsey would be pissed because I overcooked the Wellington.
Well, I was gonna say, did you get it just the right shade?
So I was kind of in a rush because I wanted us to eat. It was getting kind of late, but I, didn't really go along with the right time for the size of the sirloin that I got. So did a little bit too long. So instead of
Thank you.
instead of a medium or a medium, what's the other direction?
Rare.
Medium rare. It was medium well. So if you know tenderloin, that's the filet mignon. That's that piece. So in order for it to be tender, you have to do it like a medium or medium rare. It was medium well, so it was a little tougher in certain spots. But flavor, spot on.
Oh, good job.
How do you know it's spot on? You've never been on the show.
Because it was fucking good. It was so good. I said, oh shit. But it's expensive too. Because you use a different types of mushrooms in the mushroom, I forget what it's
Risotto?
called. Oh, but the risotto was with the white mushrooms. But this one, I use shiitake mushroom, oyster mushroom, and something else. You mix it all together with some shallots and some fresh thyme.
See, they make it look like it's just a piece of beef wrapped in bread on the
Nah,
show.
fam, it's layers. You got the beef. You got
I always want to try one.
English mustard or Dijon mustard. Then you got a layer of prosciutto. Come on with it. You wrap it.
That is flavor.
Then comes a puff pastry coated in egg yolk. You just brush that bitch on,
So it's
sprinkle
shiny.
some salt on the top.
That's what they do with African meat pies. The egg on the top. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And slicing into the Wellington, very satisfying. You just open that bitch up. And yeah, I'm going to do it again. Again, it's an expensive meal because the sirloin had that cost. The mushrooms, fucking 8 ounces of shiitake mushrooms. It's like $4. Yeah, it's very expensive.
How much? I'm sorry. How much was the piece of meat?
The sirloin, I think it was on sale, about that big. For the listeners, maybe a foot, a little more. Sorry, it's like $18. Oh, okay. So it wasn't too bad.
No, I'm sitting there. Cost wise, I'm like 50, 60.
No, so things just kind of added up, and if you don't have the ingredients already, you're buying all that shit for the first time. Yeah. But the risotto, fucking nailed it. Oh, it was so good.
Oh, you should go on the show because anyone who makes the risotto is who wins.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
Bim!
Yes, chef.
The risotto is perfect.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef. And I paid attention.
The Wellington is shit.
Who cooked the Wellington?
Now your whole team loses because of you.
I love that fucking show. We're like,
I can't believe you're binging it now. Like you didn't watch it when it was like.
Well, I did as I'm watching it because we found that Amazon has all the episodes.
Wow.
We saw it on Hulu. They only had season 1 and then 10 through current. Amazon has all of it and uncensored. So we went from watching about 4 seasons regular with the Fox editing and all that, but on Amazon, no beeping on the cuss words.
Oh, that's a whole different experience.
It took me 4 episodes to get used to it because I was just. He called it on season 3. The group of girls that kept fucking up. He's like, Hell's Kitchen, yeah. More like Hell's Bitches. I said, wait a minute. Did he just... And then that was the name. Every episode. Yeah, right back. Hell's Bitches. What the fuck? This guy's crazy. Yeah, it's so much better.
My favorite. Everybody knows. I'm sure it's not just my favorite. When he puts the hands over the girl. What is this? Idiot sandwich.
Gordon Ramsay fucking G, yo. Fucking G. Call one bitch a gremlin. I say, yo, this guy's crazy.
Hell's bitches. And his delivery doesn't make you feel any better.
Nope. And what they gonna say? Say something back, I dare you.
And now I see why that one guy wanted to fight him on that one clip.
Yes. And I'm waiting to get to that season. We haven't gotten there yet. But there's been a few where I'm like, yo, if this dude don't snuff Ramsay, yeah. But it's a good show, man.
Such a great show. I need to get back into it. I used to be like so obsessed. Like I'd get home, turn on Fox. Hell's Kitchen's coming on. It comes on like 9 o'clock.
Come on, kid, dive in.
And MasterChef.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna dive into that too.
Oh, I love MasterChef. I don't do the MasterChef with the kids though.
No.
I don't do any of the ones with the kids.
No, I want people to be yelled at, like for real.
Yeah, and I don't need children talking like adults.
No.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Kids are creepy enough.
I don't have any other reason other than it's just weird.
Sounds a guy who has a kid.
Hey, you could have a kid.
He's weird. He was like 4. Hello, Dad. Can we have some eggs? And I was like, you don't want to watch cartoons? No, Father. I think we should go to the park and I can take a few swings at the ball. Damn it.
If you wish.
Like, what the fuck?
No,
This
right.
kid's mad.
Kids are weird. I'm close to fighting my kids. So
Which one? All of them?
take your pick. Take your pick. I'll fight either one of them.
Darren, your Valentine's Day.
It was all right. We had everybody home. It was really about the kids that day. I went out and got like a plethora of desserts, got, like cookies and pies and pastries, and
Made it about the kids, huh?
Yeah, we
Interesting.
We did that on Instagram too. Yeah.
Really?
got the girls and the boys stuff, and then finally when we got everybody down in bed, then we had a little bit of quiet time, and I got her a special dessert. I don't make pastries and puffs and stuff, but I got her. She loves fruit tart.
Oh.
So I got her a fruit tart from can't remember, and cannoli.
Nice.
Yeah, so we just had a little us time and watch TV. Nothing big.
Oh, because you guys aren't like big Valentine's folks, right?
We're not huge. I mean, like we like to celebrate the day, but you know. And then, of course, I had to push out the song.
Darren, hold your head high,
No,
King. Your crown is gonna fall.
I refuse.
Hold your head high, brother.
I don't want it.
Your chin is done.
The crown is gonna fall. If Bim's not the best motivational speaker out there,
By the end of this episode, I'm gonna be proud of this.
hell yeah.
I'm gonna be. Just not now.
Oh,
He's like the guy in the Everest commercials. You ain't doing shit. Get off that couch. Go to college. Like, God, nigga, damn.
Oh, right. All right. I gotta yell.
Can I finish this episode of Maury first, or I gotta get up now?
that is the only time that shit comes on. Daytime television.
The fuck? He's just shaming people who are at home.
Shit. I finish this episode of Boy. It's amazing.
He's like, it's 10 o'clock. You ain't at work, nigga. What the fuck you doing?
I'm here motivating you.
I hate the Everest commercial.
Also, while we're talking about music a little bit, shout out to Tender Tunes Tuesday.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
I did a couple mixes for them, and they are up in full effect. To go with the new hoodies and stuff that he has out,
Yes,
go to the website www.tendertunestuesdays.com.
that's right. Oh, it's also with music because we had that playing through the weekend into the week.
The mixes?
Your mix.
Yeah.
And then also Lucky Day dropped a project called Table for Two. And he features a female R&B artist on each song with him. Ooh. So dope. It's an EP, only 7 songs.
Did you tell us about this?
Nah.
No, because he's selfish as fuck. Nobody else
I've
wants to
really
hear.
been trying to listen to new music too.
You ain't
Me
telling
too.
me.
I gotta tell you that I want to listen to this new shit for you to tell me about it.
Darren, you don't have to yell at me in front of company. Is all I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He came at you strong, man.
I'm sorry.
Damn, it's like when I came at you for the Masego thing. I'm sorry, man.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. No, so Lucky Day, Table for Two. There's a few other people that I've heard yesterday for the first time. I don't know how I missed these motherfuckers.
Really?
Fantastic. So I'll let you guys know about it later.
Lucky Day.
Yeah.
Why don't you let everybody know about it?
Because I can't remember.
Oh.
But there's some good music out there. There's a lot of good music out there. Yeah, that.
You know what's weird? I just downloaded that air horn app, and when you press it, the phone vibrates.
I heard the vibration.
I don't like that.
You don't.
It is very odd.
Oh my god, 340 views. That's funny.
On what, Darren's song?
That's only on Instagram.
Which song?
You know which song.
You got another joint? You can
No,
Wait, is this an exclusive?
Listen, I was hoping that it was just the mix that she was talking about.
What's on the B-side, Darren?
Easter.
You got something for the people for Easter? Look at him.
No, I
Cracking
don't.
them eggs or
No,
something?
I don't.
Or is it a resurrection song?
I don't.
Resurrection.
Resurrection.
Our Father God is coming.
Whoa. Whoa.
Where's your savior?
Whoa.
See? Come
You
on,
gonna
man.
see it at home.
Oh, dear.
I hate
All I'm
it.
saying is the streets is ready for whatever you got,
We
brother.
should just give up this podcast for Link, because this is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that
shit.
idea.
Shout out to Black Business Week.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
It's going on right now.
Yes, and we still supporting black businesses. At least I am. So shout out to Don Profit. This is one of my favorite shirts.
That's a very delightful shirt.
Yes,
Classic
love that
moment on Martin, where they reenact New Jack City. Yeah, love it. And Saya on the feet, of course. Don't look at the sweats. It's not black owned.
We have nothing, Darren.
No.
Nothing.
No.
But you guys are black. That's all we need.
shit. Great.
Blackity black.
I'm
Still
back,
black.
y'all.
I don't want to tell anybody about anything serious. Actually, for Black Biz Week, is there anything that you guys saw? Any businesses that you?
I haven't wanted to buy nothing all week, so
I do want to buy stuff.
Yeah, folks, it's Poe. I'm Poe.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about
Poe.
that. Nope. I will say, to keep it funny, I just saw a clip of our friend Kathiana that was on the show.
Oh boy!
So,
Shout out to Kathy.
shout out to her. She's doing a thing.
She moved to Florida.
She did.
She moved to
I
Florida.
didn't even recognize her.
So did Candy.
Yeah.
Candy
She did.
Violin.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yes.
Oh, I thought she was there for an event.
No,
Oh.
She's
she
been there
moved
for a
to
while.
Florida.
I love this. Good.
So shout out to them, but Kathiana's out here like changing women's lives, apparently, and men through the women. And so the clip, I haven't really been following that hard. Like I follow, but I haven't really been
fucking
looking.
liar.
No, I haven't
Get
been
up.
looking. I don't say, oh, yes, Bim. I'm part of the seminar she hosts. I'm front and
Darren's
center.
in the back with
taking notes. Yes, yeah. So when you say, so she just put up a clip. Make sure you follow her. I'm trying to find her name, but I'm talking. But she put up a clip. Thank you. She put up a clip, I guess, of a seminar she held, and she tells the girl, "Okay, now try it." And the girl puts her finger in her mouth, and the girl's like, "I'm not gagging," and everybody's like, "Yeah!" So I'm looking at her, I'm like, what?
Oh boy. And the importance of that, like, I don't think folks really get it, because people assume you're supposed to just dive into sex and relationships knowing what to do, or even by watching porn and all that shit.
Yes.
That you automatically know what to do. Even having previous partners doesn't mean you know how to like maximize your potential in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be more classes like that, because if people aren't getting satisfied at home, sometimes they wander. Sometimes the relationship doesn't last because you're not getting that thing filled. So I love it. Keep it up. And I'm stalling because I couldn't find your Instagram, but we'll find it.
So the funny thing about it is, if you look at the clip, the way she tells the girl, like, "Okay, now do it," and she like kind of walks back like I'm Black Jesus. I just healed you. Go to the world and do great things.
Yes.
That was the energy of the clip.
I love it.
Which is it was awesome to see, but also it was like women are nasty. Not nasty, but women, like, to me it's like, do you guys really want to know this stuff?
They do.
They
They have
do.
to be comfortable.
Yes.
Not a bunch of nasty men standing around watching, ogling over them, but a safe place. Have you ever seen women during a sex toy party?
No.
It's
Neither have I, but I've heard.
It's intense. I get uncomfortable, like, oh boy.
Right, because
The whole banana? I've heard too.
but because they don't really have that forum, right? Like call it society or whatever. You can't be too sexy. You can't go to work dressed this way. You can't talk about this. It's not encouraged to whatever. I don't know how many mothers talk to their daughters about like sex like deeply like that. Yeah. So when you get together with your girls and there's one that's knowledgeable or a few, get all that shit out. I love it. I love to see it.
Or if you ever go to a male strip club with women.
Wild jackals. All of them.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just
what comes
like,
to
oh boy.
mind.
Wild jackals.
All of them.
I don't like male strippers, but not because I'm too cool to like male strippers.
They're gay?
They make me uncomfortable.
Oh.
Because the thing with male strippers is that they're usually like about between some 5'5" and 5'5.5". It's like a weird height where you're not short but you're not tall. I don't know how to handle this. And then it's true, there's no tall male strippers. It just doesn't exist. And it's like the strippers are trying to be entertained by the crowd. Like, no, you're here to entertain the crowd. So they'll go in the crowd and they try to touch people and say, get the fuck away from me with them stripper hands. But it's not, because a guy's thinking, if I was at a strip club watching, what would I want? But men and women don't like the same things.
Nope.
So no, I don't want you to touch me.
Well, you.
Me personally.
Yes, you.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like.
Right.
It's just.
You're not a wild jackal.
Thanks. Sometimes I wish I was.
Well, you know.
A different life.
So in the realm of sexual business,
Yay.
Yeah.
I saw a meme. Not.
Darren's so
I don't know
stupid.
how. I don't know how deep we can go with this.
Hey,
but I'll
well-
just shut up. I'll just
I'm
read
so
it.
stupid though.
I'll just read what I saw. And I quote: "Your grandmother
Oh boy.
was a squirter.
Okay.
That's why her furniture was covered in plastic."
Whoa.
The end. Which I must say is very efficient.
So how do you wipe that material off of that plastic? Because I feel like that plastic looks like if you try to wipe that, it would just turn into swirls.
Oh my God. Well, I would think you just kind of get to it right away with a dry
maybe Windex
towel or something
after
sprayed
you
down.
get all the liquid up.
Yeah, and then you're ready for the grandkids.
Yeesh.
The ones that are not on the couch.
Yeah, they're on the way. They're getting dropped off. Yeah, oh, you're stupid. She's stupid. You.
Hey, Jen.
You.
Hey.
She's
I'm
wicked
still here,
sharp.
guys.
She's
Wicked,
sharp.
wicked
I'm here, guys. I'm still here, guys.
So, yeah.
So Tory
that's-
Lanez?
That's
Whoa.
Did we finish on this?
Darren, your thoughts?
Doesn't matter.
Sorry. I'm a wild jackal. Wasn't that on like
That's the title.
wasn't that on America's Funniest Videos? Didn't they have like a jackal?
I don't know. You watched all them shits probably.
I hate that show.
Was it the one with Alfonso? Or
No, the original with the dude from Full House.
Gotcha.
You know he was married to Alanis Morissette, or he dated her or something. Weird song.
I don't know.
Yeah, that song.
Uh-huh.
Ought to know is about him.
What?
Darren, you're telling fibs.
Is it ought to know?
It's like that time you said somebody was gay.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
we're
Darren definitely
not
made
talking
him.
about John Stamos. We're talking about Joey, right?
Joey. Uncle Joey.
Yes.
Cut it out.
Yes. Alanis Morissette's song, Ought to Know, is about him.
What?
Swear to God.
What?
I'm telling you.
You're gonna send people on a whirlwind right now.
I'm really sorry. I know this is what we do here. You should be used to it by now. 140 episodes, you should be used to this. But yes, that song is about him.
Holy shit. Yeah, his real name, Dave
Coulier.
Yeah.
Yes, there he is.
Thank
Well, she's Canadian. Is he Canadian with Coulier?
Possibly with that name.
Yeah.
And those jokes.
That was a sub, dude.
He wasn't the funniest on the show. I saw Bob Saget live when
my
he
God.
came to URI. Fucking hilarious.
I've always wanted to watch his stand up, but
swears
at the same
a lot.
time I can't.
He is filthy.
Yes.
And he has full house jokes because, he probably heard all that shit. And he joke about fucking Kimmy. I like, this guy's amazing. It was so funny.
He had sex with Kimmy?
No, but he's
No,
joking
no.
about it. Or maybe he did. Who knows?
Because Kimmy Gibbler was a little funny looking, so she probably did nasties. She's probably a jackal. A jackal on my face.
Eat jackal on my
Jen!
Too far?
Jen.
I always
Firing
go-
on all
I
cylinders.
always go
Jen.
too far.
We not even
I always go too far.
Jen.
That wasn't too far.
Thanks.
Eat jackal.
Back to the sex thing really quick.
Yes.
Okay.
It was funny. We were having a conversation about. Clara likes to just kind of haul off and ask me these bending questions. She goes.
Bending questions.
I never heard that before.
She goes. Who taught you how to do oral to a girl?
Whoa.
Did you object?
Whoa. Yeah, you did.
Your Honor, object.
I don't know how to do that. No. Like we were talking
Not
about
that kind
something
of
prior
objection,
that I
Derek.
can't really get into. Huh?
No, I said that's not what he meant by object. Because you said I don't know how to do that.
No.
Okay.
You don't know how to give oral to a girl?
I do.
Oh, so you don't know.
Valentine is coming.
I'm mad I answered. Yes, I do.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, we were talking about something private. Anyways, but we just got into that subject of like, who taught you to do the sex in all areas? And it was like, I don't know. I mean,
I have no idea.
my
The Force. The Force
Literally.
taught me.
It's one of those things. It's how does this proof there's God?
okay. So
That'd be my answer.
not would you like. Would you want? I'm like trying to figure out how to roll the dice out there. Would you want? Like, do you think this would be beneficial if you were shown or instructed or kind of like, hey, so this is what it is. This is what you gotta have to do. This is what you don't do. You kind of do you freestyle, but this is the like. Would you want somebody to explain that to you before you really started your sexual journey?
Jen's not going to answer.
But she's not.
No, I do not want that.
You wouldn't want that.
No,
You'd
it's
rather
weird.
just figure it out.
That's
on
like
my
me
own.
reading the manual. No, you just build the shit.
Right.
If it comes with missing a screw, there's missing a screw.
Right.
No pun intended.
If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I probably would have had a different answer.
Mm-hmm.
But I think going into a situation and having some knowledge of how to do things well,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a nod. I think it's a good thing.
But I don't think somebody telling me how to do it would equal me knowing how to do it.
so
well.
let's not say somebody. Let's say somebody you're comfortable with. Like, so I equate it to like an older cousin.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I don't think I'm more of a learning by doing kind of person.
Okay.
Hands on, they say.
So if so you rather just figure out how to suck the dick in real
dear,
time. Sorry. Okay. All right. But that's the conversation we were talking about, and it's gonna go into a weird realm, I know. But we have these conversations. Obviously, our kids are gonna grow up, and we think about it all the time. And it sounds weird to admit, but I want all my kids, but right now it's the girls because they're the older ones. I want them to have a happy, healthy sexual life.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't want to necessarily be the one to tell them how to do that or what to expect or what not to expect. But you almost don't want to send them to the world like without knowing.
I kind of think learning is part of the fun.
Yes.
So let them have that experience.
If teeth is involved, it's not fun.
Well, that's for him to figure out.
So
we're gonna do sit him down. Okay, these are the don'ts.
Okay, right. So, but that's kind of like where we were going with it. Like, not that I want to have this conversation. I certainly do not. But at the same time, Clarabelle was kind of saying like it would kind of be nice if somebody was like, "Hey, when you're doing this, like here's the do's and don'ts," or watch out for this. You know, if this is happening, move out the way, or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit. Like not that she was like, "This is what we should."
Move out the way.
Yeah. I'm freestyle here. Matrix. But I kind of understood it because like I speak for myself. My first time, I thought I was doing. B plus game, and I wasn't even on the right paper.
Nobody does B plus in their first time.
I'm still figuring it out.
You and me both.
You thought highly of yourself.
Well, you know, I can't even. It's not like B plus game. More like I thought I was reading page 3, and I was still on the title. And we both were so inexperienced, so we were like, oh.
I mean, y'all did it right. You made kids. So you weren't that bad.
Eventually. But we're talking about the pleasure side.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And part of me had the answer of just communicate with each other. But if the other party doesn't know either,
then y'all
just screwed.
But the other person knows what feels good to them.
So I'm trying to go back to like young me, and I don't even know if I knew. Like,
no, it took me a few times before I actually figured out. Oh, this can feel good.
Right.
The first few times I did it, I was like, this is what everybody's talking about.
Right.
What am I doing? This is a waste of my time. So I think the first time I did it, and then like I think I went like 8 months before even trying again. So I'm like,
holy shit!
Hey, I'm not doing this again.
Overrated.
Yeah, literally. I was like, okay, great, all right.
Mm-hmm. So, but like you said, Jen, there's fun in learning.
And it's just just let them know that if they have questions, they can come to you. I would say that's probably the most comfortable way for them as well, because you don't want them to every time they try to do something, they imagine their dad going, okay now. Here's the moment.
No, and I certainly don't. Like I don't
or
want
anybody. You don't want them to have that.
Yeah.
So just let them know if you have questions. We're here. And
I certainly do not want to have those conversations, but I also want them to, like, we try to encourage, like, hey, it's okay if you have a crush, or if you like a boy, if you like a girl, like, it's all okay. Yeah. Like, you're gonna figure it out. Hopefully.
Yeah. No, and that's I'm glad you mentioned that, and it falls in line with what Kathy's doing. That's a big miss in just education, period. We were talking about finances and knowing how to navigate in the job space, interviews, all that shit. Sexual competency.
Yeah, she mentioned that when she was here.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's a big deal.
Yep.
It's huge. Massive even.
Not massive.
Massive even.
It's huge.
But like communication for sure though, because like as I matured and started talking about the things that I like, what the partner likes, the experience just enhances. You know, and open lines of communication. Yeah.
Cool. I was listening to Too Short and Lil Kim today. That's my favorite word. Call me, and he hit a line in it that stuck with me. Something like, we don't 69, we more like 138. That's 2 times 169. So.
Okay. Too Short's a real one. He don't got no kids. You knew that?
What? How is that possible?
That's what I said. Not a single kid. He said not that he knows of.
So, what position? Is it not just missionary? I mean,
I think it's double.
Two
69.
people.
Oh, maybe. No, I think they probably just go both ways. So like she's on top and he's on the bottom, and then he's on top, she's on the bottom. That's 269.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
I mean, I just made that up. I don't know.
I mean,
I like it though.
It works.
Print it. Sorry.
Either that or they're both putting two different things in their mouth. Like a little butt play. And
See how advanced shit can get?
shit can get really advanced fast.
Ay.
It can really escalate.
It's exciting. Sorry.
So
we almost done?
we're
Sorry.
we can move far away from this, please.
No, I meant done with the podcast.
You wanna go home.
To go turn up.
He's at 138.
Babe.
Wake up.
Hey, wait.
I'm married. I could do that shit. Though.
Oh, that's right.
Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez is in the middle of his head.
So Jen puts the picture in our chat.
Whoa.
She puts the picture in our chat. Yeah, I'll start there.
Wow.
And I saw the picture of this gentleman's hair, lack of hair, whatever dysfunctional crown was on top of his head.
That was a crown. That
was a crown.
Right.
Hair crown.
Or lack of. And I thought something really was wrong.
Nope.
Wrong.
It's one of the early episodes you said Tory Lanez, and so it's just all full circle.
Yes, wrong. Yeah, sorry, guys.
okay.
I'm sorry to displace you. So yeah, I thought something was really wrong, and I was like, oh no.
Jen, relax.
What
I
happened?
didn't do
You
nothing.
mess me up when you're not focused. Aaron, continue. I'm
No,
sorry
it's
for
fine.
her.
You know, I have my glasses on. So
Yeah,
I gotta be
focus.
focused. Focus.
Tell
So
stop the holler at me, man.
the Jen says, no, that's just Tory being Tory. And
He's playing basketball.
he's playing basketball. And I was like, wow. Has his hair always been like that, guys?
I think
worse.
he usually shaves it low.
Yeah, so his so he was on the Breakfast Club a while ago.
I bet Megan Thee Stallion took that picture.
Flew a drone over there, like, yeah, I got his
Got
ass.
this nigga.
Or shoot me in my leg, huh? Shoot me.
Fuck him.
I got a shot right now. I'm like, to the cloud. So he was on the Breakfast Club explaining hair transplant surgery because apparently Tyga did it, but Tyga's flourishing. He got braids and shit somehow. Who else did it? Safari did it. Allegedly, DJ Envy did something, but he was like, I want to get my hairline back. And during the interview, he said, I did around here, cost me $30,000, did around the hairline, and his hair was really cut low.
Yeah.
And Charlemagne, as honest as he is, said, yeah, but what about back here, brother? He said, oh, that's gonna fill in.
Yeah, he said that grows.
That grows. That's gonna fill in. He should have paid another $30 to get the rest.
What's he need? Fertilizer?
Oh, wow. Now, I can't talk crazy because I'm bald for a reason. So I won't go too crazy on this one.
Are you losing hair like that?
My joint is crazy looking. I can't even if I wanted to. My shit looks wild. But,
Chia. Put seeds on his head.
yeah, it won't even work.
Yo.
But my shit, I would never be caught dead outside like that.
That's what I...
That's the part. But he's
Yeah.
playing basketball. You can't play basketball with a hat on.
Sure can. You never seen
Scully?
Wesley Snipes and motherfucking White Man Can't Jump?
Right?
He cap on the whole time.
Not that little propeller hat. That little
Oh,
cartoon hat.
the Pee Wee Herman hat.
One of the propeller hat was a cyclist hat. The one that goes up like this.
But it looks like it should have a propeller on top.
It does. It does.
But yeah, he should have just kept something. Do-rag, something.
Dear God.
He should have braided it around like a headband.
That shit look crazy.
That
Hey,
shit's wild.
I feel for him, yo. I don't, but
Bim, I can't believe you really put him together with Michael Jackson. That's fucked up
That's
that you would do
fucked up,
that.
Bim. What's wrong?
you know what's fucked up? That she would come on his podcast and lie to the American public like that. Lie.
Believe you did that.
Lie.
Listen, if
Oh,
your
I'm
phone
lying.
wasn't on silent,
Lie.
you would have picked it up immediately.
Lie. Terrible. That made me sad
It's
for real.
still like I don't know if it bothers me now that your phone is on silent, but like every time we're talking, I think now I'm just more aware of it. So
like-
we're talking, I'm like, this guy's not gonna respond for like 2 hours.
First of all, he's pretty quick with somebody who's on silent.
Thank you, Jen.
I gotta give him that.
This is what I was alluding to. Look at us now, right? Our phones are right here. But we're potting. You know what I'm saying? If this phone vibrates or rings or whatever, it breaks my concentration and I go to it. If I'm having a conversation with the wife, if I'm playing video games, if I'm watching a movie, if I'm doing anything, and my phone rings or vibrates, instinctively we stop to
Yeah.
either turn it off or whatever. I don't want that. I want to be in whatever moment I'm in fully.
I'm like halfway between where I used to be and where you're at now. Because at night, once I take my shoes off, it's like do not disturb.
Yep.
And then just and like I have it set to automatically go on Do Not Disturb from like 10 to 7.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, and like Jen said, I be there. I'm in the chats engaging.
Yeah.
But when I put it down and wife's like, all right, let's eat, or I say to her, tell me about your day. All right, no, none of y'all matter right now. I'm talking to my wife.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
So you know what I'm
You
saying?
should put that clip up.
Just that.
See, babe?
So that's what it is. I just like choose to be in the moment now. If I'm expecting a call or if, whatever, I'll put the ring on for a second. But then I remember why I hate it, because notifications are going, group chats. I'm in like 3 group chats.
Yeah.
And 4 of them shit's going, vibrating all over the place. Look.
Hey, don't vibrate all over the place. I'm getting a message. All right.
So yeah, I don't like the distraction.
I understand, and I think a part of me like is bothered by it with you, because like I know like I get harped on for that too.
For what?
For like I'm usually on my not usually on my phone, but I always have my phone near me, or I'm aware of what it's doing.
Yeah.
So with the break I took off social media, it was like, oh, well, I guess I don't need this, and I wasn't as quick to respond to a lot of things, and I felt like, oh, I guess it's a sense of somebody's looking for me, I got to answer back quick.
What percentage of the time would you say
Is it
something
important?
important comes on your phone?
No, it's not.
0.5%, if
important.
that. So what do I need to be out looking, having this thing make noises? Shut up, my friend. See that?
Remember how maybe a couple weeks ago we came and Darren's phone had a cool screensaver
Oh, yeah,
of his
yeah.
kids? It was a video.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh shoot, did you have a video of a screensaver?
You did that?
And he was like, Jen, you have the same phone. I was like, well, I can do that. I'm gonna show you mine.
It better not be a grill.
You goddamn motherfucking
I
right.
hate. See, I fucking hate her. Fucking hate her. See, Darren, you see the snow in the area, because when he in slow motion, that's what happened. I fucking hate you. That's beautiful. By the way.
It's so nice.
It's so better than a Yule log. That's the flame I would want to see.
That's so pretty.
I hate you.
I haven't changed my screensaver. I mean, when I first got the phone, I made it a picture, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep this picture.
That's just fire.
Literally.
Can I run something by you guys that I don't quite understand?
Don't run too fast now.
That's never a problem. That's never. A friend of ours, I won't say her name just in case I get problematic, put
boy.
up
I don't like where this is
a
starting.
meme. No, it's not. It's nothing bad. It kind of is. She put, my pride is stronger than my feelings. Don't try to
Oh,
play
boy.
me. I could think of you 24/7 and you still wouldn't hear from me.
Can I know who this person is?
I know.
Can you show me?
I know who he's talking about.
So I saw that and
So
I
I
was.
can tailor my comments.
I saw that and I said to myself, is this a good thing? That
Yeah, so
we're
you commented,
posting?
and I was like, Darren.
I didn't mean to do it
commented
on
from
our
his-
page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked at it. I was like, I know Darren commented that because Darren's nosy.
Can I see that?
It's not even like I'm nosy, but I didn't think this was a good thing. I guess in my head, I always thought
Because you're a Cancer.
having
You have
not
feelings.
just that.
You want everybody to know your
but
feelings.
listen, right? So I hear it a lot of, oh, you're too prideful and it's gonna be your downfall and stuff like that. And I always understood that. I don't consider myself too prideful, but whatever. Some people, it's a thing. And so I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, so here's that person saying that they are too prideful more than their feelings. I'm like that. Well, that could be kind of problematic. So I asked the person, "Hey, is this a good thing in your life?" She said, "Yep."
So
Your take?
that's perfectly fine if you're single, or if you're fine being single, because relationships, even friendships, require work. There's gonna be issues, there's gonna be arguments, whatever, but both parties have to be in agreement. It takes 2 people to argue, right?
Yes.
So if you're the one that's gonna hold on to your pride, then you value that more than the relationship or the friendship. It's not gonna force the good relationships, at least to me. You gotta let that go a little bit to maintain a good friendship relationship. I couldn't operate like that. Like, there's a lot of times I just swallow my shit, and just, you know what, you're right. You got that. For the sake of the relationship. If there's a real issue, I'll talk it through, but like, just to hold on to some shit just because, nah.
Jen?
Okay, so 2 parts. 1, things that people post on the internet sometimes are contradictory to what's actually being posted.
Okay.
That's a
Right.
fact.
Okay.
So it was posted, but it's kind of posted as subliminal, so the other person can see it. So you're not really holding on because you're opening lines of communication
Got it.
just in a backdoor way.
Yes.
And you're hoping the person hits you up.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
you want a resolution to whatever the issue is because you're upset.
I hate subs. Because that goes against what you're saying. that message is contradictory to what you are doing because they say, boss, behind it. Do you understand me?
I hate when he says that.
It's so great.
Every time it gets me.
It's so great.
So that's part one of that. Second part, I'm with Bam and I'm with you. If it's a relationship that you value, because all right, use myself as an example. In the past, if I'm dealing with a guy and he says something and I don't like it or whatever, or I just feel like he's moving funny, I'm quick to just not hit you up anymore.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, well, if you cared, you would have called me or texted me at some point, like, oh, a whole week has gone by, I haven't heard from Jen. And if you can let 6, 7, 8 weeks go by where you haven't heard from me, you don't hear, and whatever, then that means you don't really give a fuck. In every single one of those situations, at some point, even though it's like months later, the person hits me up after the fact. And by then, it's always too late. I'm like, nigga, really? 8 months has passed? And, I don't care. But being whatever. But then when you're with somebody who you like really value and you get a little older, you're like, you know what? I have two options. I can either A, just dead this situation and not speak to them, or I can reach out. If I reach out, the problem with that is I'm putting myself out there and nobody wants to be embarrassed.
Right.
Nobody wants to feel like, oh shit, I just put my whole heart out there and nothing came of it, whatever. It's scary. It's very scary.
It is.
So, although I don't do it anymore, I have to consciously tell myself don't do it anymore. My natural being is like, fuck this nigga. I'm not calling him. But I am.
Yeah, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times my pride is a lot bigger than my feelings. But it only goes for so long. And it's usually towards my wife. Where I'm like, no. Like, I'm not apologizing. And so then I got to the point with this person, and well, not this person, but this. And I was like, is this why women don't apologize?
They don't know.
Women don't apologize because we're not wrong.
See, again, they don't.
All right. Oh, go.
I don't know what's so hard about that for you to get.
Yeah, no, I apologize for not understanding that earlier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is why we can still be friends.
But yeah, so,
everything is fine.
A lot of times my pride is just like, no.
Aren't we all?
I thought it was weird and a little bit backwards, but I try not to take things too seriously especially online. But I saw that and I was like, no, okay. So
Yeah,
I just had to run that by, guys.
Yeah, any meaningful relationship, at least to me, there's going to be some give and take, some sacrifice, and some
Vulnerability.
Yeah, gotta.
That's the scariest part, the vulnerability.
I'm realizing.
I hate that.
I'm realizing that, like, because I'm not like overly emotional a lot, but when those moments do come, I kind of, in a weird way, like to feel it, whether it's embarrassment, shame, or just being wrong.
Shit in the forest.
Say, huh? I kind of rival in that because when I say, "Oh damn, you know what? You were right. I'm sorry," about some shit that was like an argument, and that weird feeling that you get in your body, I like it because like, oh, I'm alive. I feel something. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I like to feel it.
He doesn't want to be dead inside anymore.
I don't, Darren. I want to live. I want to live. I don't mind it because, and then what is it costing me, right? Because I feel it for a minute or two, and then it's gone.
And then you're better.
Then we're done to a certain extent.
You're talking about feeling vulnerable, like getting past vulnerability.
Right. It's like I still get the jitters. I'm out of retirement, so when I DJ, right, I get nervous.
You're out of retirement?
Yeah.
This is a big content. I don't even know if that's not a word.
I'm with you.
I was just so excited. I just made up a word. This is a big.
Yeah. I'm out of retirement, so I still get nervous, Jen. Years, over a decade in the game, and I still get nervous. That feeling is tied to something, right? The excitement, and that adds to me playing that night because that means I actually care about what I'm about to do, and I don't want to fuck up. The feeling of being embarrassed. I did something or I said something that was way off, and there was a reaction, and it caused something like, oh fuck, I did this.
Yeah.
That means I care about that person or what I said, and then I want to make amends. I want to get that out. That feeling of that, get it out. If I hold it, it turns into something else. That shit morphs, yo.
Yeah.
You hold on to that shit, then you start to get like your own weird feelings. Get all that out, yo. I don't want to feel that anymore. I feel it. Okay, I'm alive. Release.
I can't remember how that saying goes, but it's something about holding a grudge against somebody doesn't hurt them, it hurts you.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
It's a lot of wasted energy.
Yeah, and I truly feel like for the people who be like on some murder beef shit, nah, fuck that person forever till I die, cuh.
Like for what?
They could not even give a fuck about you,
They
but
don't.
they own real estate in your mind now. You gave them that space in your head.
You're wasting a lot of energy.
Did you ever tell about the time that somebody, I'm pretty sure I told you guys, somebody walked up to me at the club and, like, she wanted to fight? And I'm like, I don't even know you.
Took
Like,
her man.
no, I don't know her. And I think she was gay. So I've not because I'm assuming she's gay. Like I literally think she's gay. So I'm just like, who are you? Like
Did she know you? She didn't know you?
She called me Genevieve.
Oh.
That was my reaction. I was like, oh boy.
Oh dear.
I remember meeting her once. I remember exactly where I met her. It was years ago. Lot 401, so you know it's a long time ago. That building been demolished, turned into a whole different building.
It's fucking crazy.
Right.
Man.
And I was going to the club with one of our good friends. And she was like, oh, can you pick up my homegirl? I go to school with her. So I was like, all right, sure. So I picked this girl up, drove her to the club. There's pictures on my Facebook of us at the club with this girl. I don't remember her name. But that was the only interaction that I know of I've had with her. Years later, go to Fat Squirrel. And I'm with a couple of friends. This girl walks up and she's like, Genevieve? I'm like, yeah. And then she wanted to fight. I'm like, what?
Like got loud and shit?
Like she wanted to square up. But I'm the type of person that I don't fight. And everybody knows that about me.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to fight me.
Hey, who gonna fight Jen besides me?
I mean, there's a reason to fight me, but there's no reason to fight me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody who wants to fight me, like,
has a reason, but
has a
really
reason,
not that serious.
but it's like, it's not even worth it.
It's not. It's not. You're not gonna feel better after you beat up Jen.
No, God, no.
Halfway,
I'm off myself.
what have I done?
You look at the ground. You see her like wiggle around on the ground. You're like,
Oh,
Just
man,
jump
come
off
on,
the building.
let me help you out. Come on, Jen. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, dust me off. Yeah, so like the people who were with me were just like, before anything could even happen, they just all got between. Like, yo, what the fuck? So her friends pulled her, and I was just mad confused. And the whole time I just kept going, but who are you? Like, you're mad at me to the point where you remember my full name, all 9 letters. So there's something that you've been holding on to for all these years. I haven't seen you. To this, and then like after about 5-10 minutes, I walked up to her and I was like, no, but seriously, who are you? And she wouldn't answer me. I was just like, all right, well, whatever.
So she didn't care to express what the fuck was going on?
Yeah.
To this day.
And she probably still mad.
That's what I'm saying.
She probably still
I see
mad.
you flourishing on the pot. This bitch.
This bitch, I ain't gonna listen to that shit, but you listen. You listen. Imagine she does listen.
Hi.
She roll into my house.
If you are listening, DM the pod and let us
Let us know what happened.
Don't DM you, right? DM
No, DM the pod. Don't nobody follow me. DM the pod. Let the guys know what I did or didn't do, other than give you a ride.
You gotta show me who this person is after.
She doesn't know.
No, she said there's photos on the Facebook, right?
Yeah, but the photos probably like a decade ago.
My eyes very sharp.
No, I'm saying I have to dig the photo up.
That's not long.
Yeah.
I have
I'll
lots of
do
photos.
it.
Okay.
I'll look at it.
All right.
I'm nosy.
No, but it's very. I try not to keep grudges. At least I don't think I do. I feel like I let things go.
There's one person who I say I won't speak to, and I mean that.
Yeah,
That I'm with you on.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you
That's
on
true.
that. That one is justified. And I know there's no real estate being held in your mind at all.
Yeah, I'm not angry at them. I
Right.
just have no reason to speak to you.
It's funny we're getting to this topic. So shout out to Samantha.
Hey, girl.
Hi, Sam.
She's they got their podcast up.
What?
Oh, nice.
Sister Girl Podcast.
Why nobody told me this?
All right.
Yeah. You can find it on Podbean.
What?
We got a couple episodes up, and the last
Darren just
episode
keeping shit from
talking-
us. Talking about why didn't you tell him about
I
music?
just found out about yesterday.
He was ready to slap me over
With the
a
back
music.
of his hand.
Bash like I'm his child. Back to it. Bash.
Not back to
And you didn't even tell me that a friend has a
I'm sorry.
podcast.
But the last episode, they were talking about forgiveness and forgetting and things of this nature, and I don't really care about forgiving and forgetting. But the backside that they were talking about is when you're trying to apologize to somebody or you wrong somebody, and you are trying to make amends, make it right, and we're kind of stumbling to this topic. I don't know, what do you do, especially if you did something wrong, you didn't realize I don't know.
You yelled at me for listening to the music.
Yelled at, yes, exactly. And I didn't mean to do it. And I tried to make amends, and you're not hearing me. You're like, whatever. Like, how far do you personally go, especially if you don't think or you didn't mean to offend? I understand, whatever. How far do you go to try to make amends?
I think if it's not, the apology is not well received, you have to give the other person time to, be willing to receive it. Because when you try to force the issue, and I think it changes based on the relationship. Like, if you're married, that's different. Y'all live together.
That's different.
How long do you want to hold on to that, right? Even for the person who's upset, they kind of have to look at it as like, hey, if I'm not quitting this relationship, we got to get over this thing because we're here together. But if it's a friendship, and just give it some time. And you kind of have to gauge your friendship or their personalities and say, all right, homie needs like a week or two. Or, he's being a little dramatic. If I hit him tomorrow and bring him some Chinese food, we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure that out. But you got to give the person time. You can't force them to accept your apology in that moment.
But me, once again, thinking of myself and in the situation where I said there's the one person I just won't speak to. I have no interest to speak to.
Yep.
That person has tried over the years.
Oh, I know.
to make contact. And each time I'm just like,
nope.
Not family. Even if that person's intention is to apologize, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because the experience has made me believe that the apology would be only self-serving for them.
Yes.
I want you back in my life because that made me feel good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to apologize to you if that's what you want to hear. And I don't even think they technically want to apologize. Sometimes people just don't even think they were wrong. So that's another thing sometimes, especially as women, where it's like, oh, well, he came over and he said he was sorry. He brought me Moscato, so I let him. Sometimes we got to learn that not all apologies are good apologies.
Yeah. And got to know when it's okay to just let people go.
Yeah.
Right? Like, after how many instances.
Because it took me a while
to
know that person had to go. Then I was like, one day, just like, I'm never speaking to you again. And they thought I was joking.
Yeah.
I meant that.
Yeah. Because there's people that I don't talk to, not even on some old hateful shit, but like, you outgrow people. Some people no longer have a purpose in your life. And it's going to be this purpose. And it's going to be reverse. There's people who don't speak to me anymore and probably will never. And I've accepted it.
Does that bug you?
No. How many people do I need to be my friend? I got my son, I got my wife, I have my friends, I have my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to just be cool with everybody.
I think that was the point when I realized I have a lot of other people to support me. I don't need to speak to you.
Got it.
Right.
That was the point where I was able to break away.
I guess there's a part of me that doesn't like. I don't like being the villain in somebody's story if I could help it.
Guess what? No matter how good you are, you're gonna be the villain.
Yes, but I mean, like, my first marriage didn't end well, and for a while, like,
there was animosity there.
There was a lot of animosity, and we had to get along for the girls, but just because we got along for the girls didn't mean we got along for us.
Yeah,
and there was a bunch of times where I felt I had to go to her and really like apologize, like I fucked up, like I was dumb, like I did stupidity to you, and you don't deserve that. I really do apologize.
That's big.
Thank you. And I guess a bigger part of me was like, I'm the villain in that story.
Yeah, that one's different.
Yes, I mean, but like I could have.
If there were no kids involved, you gotta let it go.
But like if I could help it, like I'm gonna try to make amends. We don't have to be buddy chummy, but at least like I'm trying to make amends. At least to let you know, like I recognize like the shit I did.
Right. Yeah, and for that one, as genuine, sincere that is, you still gotta wait until she's ready.
Yes,
because
and yes.
she had to carry a lot of that shit. I talk with my hands a lot. When I watch the pod back during editing, I'm like, nigga, you directing traffic? What the fuck?
I love it. I love it.
It says he behavior. The best one.
That's the best one
The best
to
one.
date.
Oh my God.
So I thought it was a very interesting take.
No, that's real though. Like, I can't remember who I was telling. I was telling somebody. Because, you know, sometimes that friend will complain about the same person or the same type of person that's in their life that's like draining them and they're not really putting anything back in. They're, you know, just toxic and all. You don't have to be their friend.
To deal with them.
You could just be done.
And speaking of the post that you brought up that prompted this conversation, maybe that's where she's at with it. Maybe with that particular person, she's tried, she's put out the effort. That person's been toxic, hasn't reciprocated the emotion that she's put into the relationship, friendship, whatever it is. And she's like, you know what? I'm not even going to hit you up to tell you I'm not fucking with you no more. You're just going to see this on social media and just know.
I guess. No, I get what you're saying. But I guess if I'm at that point, I'm not even going to give you the energy to let you know I'm done.
The post.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
So,
Be gone. Speaking of social media posts.
Oh.
There was one that you had reposted that Buan or the Pink Portal rather had reposted.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
Clint Cooley. So if you would like to,
no, go ahead. You're so good at this. He went to school for communications. Did you know that?
Did. And
He's so good at this.
Sorry, you mentioned that. Shout out to Dr. Quenu.
Okay.
Anyone that goes to URI, I looked it up because she's still there. She was one of my comm teachers. She also was African American Studies professor. I was her TA.
Oh.
I enjoyed her class so much.
I didn't know you were a TA.
Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd.
Oh my God.
But she was so good.
Geek.
She was so good. And then even at the graduation,
I don't have any other.
Shut up. Even at the graduation, as I was walking up, she was right there. And she saw me and she was like, good job. And I felt that because not too many black professors. And she was just really like, I don't know, just really personable. And yeah, I don't know. Every time I think of URI, I think of Dr. Quenu. So anybody here, Bobby or somebody, if you're there, tell her I said hi, please.
Teacher's pet.
I don't care. For her, anything.
Hey.
Shut up. So back to the post. Clint Cooley, comedian that we actually saw here. He came with D.L. Hughley.
That's how I ended up following him. When I go to Comedy Connection and those openers, they'll say, follow me. And you go on your phone and you follow them.
And he's funny.
He's
actually funny. So he had a post. And this kind of relates to something that you and the wife did, or the wife did. Women really get dressed up in sexy lingerie, take pics, and send them to their girlfriends. And they hype each other up. Nope. They really don't need us, men, out here, fellas. We got work to do. Now, there's a few things in there, but I love it. I love to see it because women, there's a need there that we don't have.
No. Yes.
At least not to like that extent or that specific thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Darren and I can see him. Like,
damn, Darren, that sweater's fire.
But if I didn't say that, he's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't need it.
But there's something, and there's nothing wrong with it, but like that encouragement from the peer group that women have, and I've been seeing more of the boudoir. How do you say the word?
Boudoir.
Boudoir. Mm-hmm. Boudoir. A lot of those photo shoots popping up. Mm-hmm. And what do you see in the comments? Yes, bitch. Queen. Oh, you just gone. Fire.
You know
what I'm saying?
Love.
And yeah, keep that shit up because we can only do so much. Mm-hmm. And especially, not unfortunately, it's reality. If we see you every day, sometimes in a couple, we don't put our best foot forward all the time. So you're not going to get that same thing as constantly as you would probably want or need. So I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep that up. Now, but I did have a question.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, oh, boy is right.
I'm worried.
So when Bim needs to choose his words.
It's worrisome.
He's good with words, you know.
He's very good with words.
I don't need a real answer, but my mind just goes to questions.
Okay.
And I just thought quickly. I was in and out. Mm-hmm. What does the other side look like? Like if a guy posts certain posts. Is that... Go ahead, Darren.
You are on to something.
I was just curious, right?
You're on to something. Go
just
ahead.
Curiosity.
No, let it breathe. Go ahead.
Okay. Is that a man looking to have his ego stroked? what does that equate to? Or is it because we're different and maybe we don't need it as much? It's not as, you know what I'm saying? Like,
guys do it too.
We do it with a different purpose.
What's
So
the purpose when guys do
It is done with a different purpose.
So Jen, can you break down like the male equivalent? Not exactly to a boudoir shoot, but like
guys will post like their car or money, or when guys post dumb shit like guns or sneakers, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, oh, okay.
So some of it.
So guys like attention too, is what I'm saying.
So some of it might be to stunt or garner female attention, right?
So you think. Just like when a woman puts up herself in lingerie, you think, oh, she wants male attention.
No, I don't think that.
No, not you personally, but like there's people like, oh, she's doing that because she wants guys to see how she's sexy. But really, she just was like, you know what, I feel good in my skin. Usually it's women who empower her, not really guys.
Right.
So same thing with guys. Even though we look at him like, oh, he's stunting, he's trying to show off for girls. I don't think girls react like that. I think if anyone's gonna react to it, it's gonna be more guys like, oh, I see you, player.
You, pimp. Yeah. So that's with material stuff, car, whatever. But if a dude constantly posts shirtless off pics, what is that?
I feel like that is labeled as a thirst trap or a male thirst trap.
I think that's a guy who just wants attention. I shouldn't say just wants attention. He wants attention, but I don't know if he wants it from solely whatever gender he's attracted to, or if it's from everybody. Like, look at me, I've been working out. Look at this shit.
Well, because there's the stigma that men don't need validation from other men.
Yeah.
So but you guys do.
And we don't even accept it. Darren will say, yo, hey, Bim, hey, I seen you, man. You shining, bro. Like, nah, man. What you mean? You king?
Your beard's out here. Yo.
Like, nah, bro. Them dreads, though? We just, we send it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not even like we need it. It's just, yo.
You don't need it, but you like it.
If we didn't get it, we're fine.
You think?
No, I know. I don't. Trust, if I didn't get another compliment for the rest of my life, I don't care. Because what would somebody compliment me on?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Look how shiny your bald head is. I don't know.
Is that even a compliment? It's not ashy.
Because so wait, hold on. If your wife never gave you another compliment,
so compliment in regards to like my parents, right? If I wore a suit, I'm the accessory. She is the one.
Okay.
So even if I throw on something I think I look fly, it don't even matter. Look at my wife. She's killing the game. So I don't.
I like to compliment my man though.
Which is good. But I'm saying if maybe I can't speak for him. Do we need
it? So do we need the compliment?
Right.
Is what
I don't think he needs it.
Yeah.
He don't ask for it.
We're not gonna ask for it.
He doesn't even. He's just be like, oh,
no,
whatever.
We're not
he just
gonna.
skips over it. But I like doing it.
Right, and which is dope and it's genuine.
Yeah.
But for us, if we didn't have it, we're okay. But I think if our women or women, in some cases, didn't have that validation or that encouragement or that. That might be needed a little more.
Yeah.
So I'm in full support of these posts and whatnot.
So since we're there.
Darren's still.
No, I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Since we're there, because we're talking about women getting compliments and feeling good, because we love to feel good. A topic came up. So, is there a point where it's too far? So, for example, we see a lot of women now doing body enhancements or bleaching their skin or gluing their fucking hair just so it'll lay flat. Like, sometimes women do a lot. These eyelashes that look like wings and
Darren,
color contacts.
Will you marry me, Darren? I'm sorry.
Lots of. You're stupid. You're stupid.
She's gonna kill you.
It was ridiculous.
She's gonna kill you because of what you said. Karma won't wear eyelashes anymore. She won't.
Ben ruined it.
She did. He did. Sorry.
They were just a little too long. I get it, but they were a little too long.
You know, or. Wearing a lot of makeup when they're naturally beautiful. You could wear a little bit, and
that bugs me.
You know what I'm saying? So,
when is it too
is
far?
there a point where somebody would be like, "Okay, you don't need to do that"? Because even when you tell women you don't need to do all of that, they're not gonna hear it.
Because you can't tell a woman what to do.
You shouldn't.
So that's where we are. We don't say shit.
So I guess it's depending on the person, and it's really up to them what's too far.
Like if you're wife, I know she wouldn't do this, but if she for some reason was like, you know what, I'm gonna get plastic surgery, and you're like, no, you look fine, and she does it anyway, would that make you feel a type of way?
Yeah.
Because I know me, I feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we can't do anything about it though. It's just and that's a tough one because
it's a very tough topic.
You know what I mean? Because it's great to get validation and compliments and look best and feel good, but some people, it's just never enough.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Look at Little Kim.
Great example.
Delicious from Flavor of Love.
She was one of the cutest ones.
She looks like a completely different person now. I don't know if you've seen her recently.
Even Cardi B.
Cardi
Looks like Nicki now, and Nicki looks like, who knows? Neither one of them looks like themselves when they started, and they both are very beautiful. Good.
Right. I hope Meg doesn't do anything to her face, to
she's so
anything.
beautiful.
Just stay the way you are. Like,
Yes, please.
and I get there's pressure from certain things, but like, some people have likened plastic surgery to tattoos. As to where you get one,
You gotta keep
and
going.
it's an addiction. You just keep going. Let me just do this. Let me just add this thing. Let me tweak this. Let me tweak. And then by the time you're done, fucking Mrs. Potato Head.
Because when we were so dumb, when we were young, only the richest of the rich got plastic surgery.
Yes.
Right. And it was
Michael Jackson,
right.
Dolly Parton,
Right, and it wasn't even as extensive. It was boobs and the
the
lip
nose.
shit,
And the nose, yeah.
and the nose. Now,
It's everything.
Everybody.
Eyebrows, cheeks.
face off.
not Lisa.
The whole shit is different. And even without even without the plastic surgery, the makeups are very similar to where like people look like other people
Right.
with the makeup.
Like this plastic surgeon got one knife.
Yeah,
He gonna use this knife on everybody.
yeah, it's very strange, and I don't know. Okay, so, and it's not a blanket statement, but I can't help but notice like some contradictory things with posts. Not for the men. Got it. Loud and clear. Not really clear. Because then some other people, and again, it's not a blanket statement, but then some folks will say, well, guys react to this. Guys like these pictures. My guy was scrolling and liking pics of women that look like this.
Yes.
They're...
But that
He
doesn't-
said it.
No, but like,
But it
yes,
doesn't mean
it doesn't mean
I want
that
you to look
want
like that.
Exactly.
If you saw my algorithms, I don't want that in my life, but I look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
like I saw a post where a girl was like doing something where she's a little revealing. She was like, "Oh, my boyfriend was liking a lot of pics like this, so I did it too." And in my head, I'm like, if I was her man, I'd be like, "That's not attractive.
Right.
I don't want you.
I don't want you to
Right.
look like that.
I don't want to see you silhouette."
Right. I got with you. I could have gone with somebody that looked like that. No. I don't want that.
Do you
I
think
want
that's known? Do you think women know that?
And that's what I'm getting at.
They know and then forget, and then know and then forget, and then know. That's why that constant reinforcement is needed. In you're beautiful. Let's spend time. Let's cuddle. We have to show that constantly because, especially now with social media and shit. Man, even if we don't like anything, or if men don't like something, if women are scrolling on their social media and they see the attention some other body types may get, that can do something to their self-esteem as well. So,
Which is sad.
it is.
Because thinking about it, I would hate. I don't think my wife feels like that, but I would hate if she thought that I needed her to
Do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah.
That's
Thank
true.
you, Jen. I think I was going.
Yeah.
Let's
You
walk
gonna
up
say
the
something
cliff.
specific? Like, we don't need that.
She pulled that man back.
Come back here.
140, baby. That's my guy.
No, it's true though. I don't know. I would just love to see. And again, who am I?
To see hot girls.
But I don't. I want to see you, girl, as you are. You know. You
Also
know.
my guy.
Your version of hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like people who are embracing their own sexy, because it is still sexy.
Yes.
Man, I exalt the fuck out of y'all. Pink Portal, every woman on there. God bless. Keep that shit going. Embrace your sexy. I love it. I love it. Because somebody is going to appreciate the fuck out of that.
Right.
Those guys who are flying these chicks out, you think they're making them their wife?
Plies put up a video a few days ago that made me laugh because it was so true. He was saying when women are getting I'm going to fuck it up, but he was basically saying, women, when you get your bodies done, all you're going to do is attract ugly niggas with mad money.
Yes. Holy shit.
Because only ugly people care that much about appearance.
Yes.
A attractive person has been attractive their whole life, and even if their partner isn't that attractive, they're like, I bet I'm gonna make you look good.
Yeah.
By, you know what I mean? We're just gonna be together and we're just gonna look good together. But somebody who's ugly, who's been ugly since they was a little kid, they know they were ugly. So all their life, all they've wanted is somebody attractive. So you get a little bit of money and you go.
That's true.
So he was like, you can get all those plastic you want, but that's what you're gonna attract.
Right. And even that has a shelf life.
Exactly.
You hit 35.
Like if a person really got with you for that as a trophy wife, or
what's that shit the creeps say? A girl turns 21 every day, some shit like
Wow.
that. Yes, that's because that's the
Wow.
okay. You that's what they be saying. So they're like, all right, you came through. All right, I flew you out. We hung out a couple of times. Oh, who's this one? All right, I'll hit you. Bang, they just moving on to the next one.
poor Melania.
What happened to her?
I'm saying.
Oh,
Leonardo DiCaprio. Hey, that's the way he on.
Leo be slaying him, yo. That's my guy.
Staying him young.
So, before we came to the pod, I was hungry.
Yay.
Once again, shout out to your mother-in-law for making us delicious food. And
Sorry.
I said, you know what? We haven't done GenSnacks in a while. I'm gonna order food for us.
Very excited.
Yes, we need the jingle.
the
Thank
jingle,
you,
yes.
thank you, Dan.
Oh, thank you. Wow,
I know.
Because Bim sucks, but you don't.
I'm gonna put a timestamp.
I made you an animation and everything. You remember animation?
I made you the song.
It's so great.
It's so great.
Gosh.
You went and got the little piano app.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I sat in the car while I was waiting for my mom. Do, do, do. No. Do, do, do. Took me a half hour, Jen, to do the jingle.
I appreciate that.
Whatever.
You still suck. Because you always say, I'm going to put the jingle in. You don't put the jingle in.
Because you haven't done the snack.
Well, even when you...
He does the audio side. I do it on the video side.
Whatever.
See?
Don't throw my man under the bus. So anyway,
Thank you, Jen.
so I was like, what can I do? I was like, all right, Pizza Hut. I'm going to call them. They got this new Detroit-style pizza where they put the sauce on the top. I don't know if you've seen it.
I just learned about that like a month ago.
That's a long time ago. I just learned about it like yesterday. It was like 3 days
Because we
ago.
knew about deep dish and then
Right.
the other joint, but yeah, Detroit.
Detroit's different. And so I called the first pizza. I called one that was close to your house. That way I'm like, by the way, time I get there, it'll be done. Because we're trying to record early. It's a little bit of snow outside. Cool.
Yep.
Called. Girl was really nice, very thorough. So let me get Detroit style pizza, pepperoni and mushrooms. She's like, all right, cool. And then she goes, oh, my manager just said we don't have any more mushrooms. Okay. Pepperoni is fine. Big deal. Oh, we don't have more pepperoni.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on, what? What are you
What's going
doing?
on? Close.
What are you doing?
Why are you open?
Burn
Hang
the
up.
place down.
Right.
But then she says, but I can make you a rectangle pizza with sauce on top and pepperoni. So then I'm like,
What?
Huh?
I said, I don't even know what the difference is. Just no, I'll just try it another day. So then I called a different pizza. I didn't know, because she was so nice on the phone. I didn't want to hurt her feelings.
yeah,
It
It's
clicked
very
her.
confusing.
So much confusion. And I had such little time. I needed to get to the podcast. I told my friends, let's record right after work. I did not want to be the one to be late. I just really needed her to get off the fucking
I
phone.
don't get it.
So I called another Pizza Hut on the way, but earlier on the way. Same thing. Detroit pizza, pepperoni mushroom. He was like, all right, cool. Ask me what he said after that.
Yeah, we ain't got no mushrooms.
Nigga.
Yeah.
I was like, what is
What's going on? Bim and his fucking beef Wellington.
I bought all the
He took all the
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
I bought like 2 pounds of mushrooms. I
Fucking
never bought that many
bib.
mushrooms in my
You
life.
bought all the fucking mushrooms. That is gonna crack the code.
Sorry.
So now I'm having like flashbacks of it. I'm like, let me just get pepperoni. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, what flavors wings you have? They tell me all the flavors. And I was like, all right, let me get lemon pepper. Cool. I get there. He's like, oh, your food's not ready. I'm like, can I just pay for it? So I going to pay for it. I pay for it. And then he goes, we don't have any more lemon pepper.
Yeah, man.
Right. What have you guys been doing? I had to drive here. You took my order. I drove here. I paid for it, and now
Ramsey would flip his shit.
Ramsey would have called him
Pathetic.
Hell's bitches. He would have totally called him Hell's bitches.
And get out! He would have kicked him out of the fucking kitchen.
I'll do it myself. Like,
Get out.
Gordon Ramsay, you can't make 40 pizzas by yourself.
watch me.
Right, but how you do that shit? He kicked everybody out. There's people that gotta eat.
Not people in the dining room.
Word. But I did hear. Oh, go ahead.
That they have other people
Yeah, kind of hanging around.
waiting. Motherfuckers get kicked out. So, I was like, all right, what other flavors you have? So then he walks me to this paper menu that they've taped onto the wall.
He doesn't just know?
But he looked like he just started in his
yeah.
defense. So I'm like, all right, let me get the Cajun. So I've never had Pizza Hut Cajun wings. This was supposed to be my appetizer to hold me over until the actual GenSnack, which was the pizza. but Mom fed us. So now we're going to try it all together.
She almost like she was offended that you came with your own...
With food in hand and shit.
Like, what do you...
Like I should have known she was here.
Shit, I'm going to give me another burr. I don't know. Darren, you want something out the fridge?
What is that? You said a harpoon? That's very, very Rhode Island.
It's very hoppy.
I don't even know what that means. Hoppy multi-crisp.
Yeah.
Well, should we pause the
No,
pod?
yeah, go ahead.
No, because I gotta pee. You're gonna get a beer. We gotta put stuff on plates.
You want me to talk by myself?
Pause.
Well,
Snacks are back.
Hey.
Back are snacks.
Hey.
Don't you love a snack unless you're whack? Hey.
and we are back.
All right, so we got our Detroit style pizza from Pizza Hut. Jen, thank you for the snack today.
This is heavy.
All right, let's dive in. And try not to chew into the mic.
That is a heavy slice of pizza.
I like it. I like a good doughy pizza.
Yeah.
Nice and thick. Like pizza like that.
This would have been great hot. It smelled so good in the car. Oh, there's pepperoni under the cheese.
It has a nice crust.
I like it. I'm one that said I wasn't crazy about Chicago style pizza because it gets too messy. You can't pick it up. You end up needing a damn fork and shit.
What's the special thing about them? Like,
It's like Cecilia's pizza.
okay.
I actually went to
love
Chicago.
Cecilia's pizza.
I went to Chicago and I'm like, okay, we'll get Chicago pizza. And then I was like, this is Cecilia's.
Yeah, and do they stuff like pizza like that at Cecilia's? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot. It doesn't feel like a pizza. It feels like a pie.
Like a pie.
Yeah. But this we could pick up, and you still get like that fullness of it. Oh man, that's a good dough right there. All right, Pizza Hut.
I see you.
See you shining?
Detroit, what up? Y'all ever been to Detroit?
Nope.
When I went, it was a very dark place. Not gonna lie, me and the brothers were a little nervous.
You've heard Big Sean's latest album, right?
Detroit too?
I don't know what it's called. They're all Detroit to me. But how he has the skits in it, and Dave Chappelle's talking about when he goes to Detroit.
Yes. Such a good storyteller, that Chappelle.
His show's back on Netflix.
There we go. See Allie. Boom. Boom.
Not even trying.
Love it. Yes, he had conversations with whoever's in charge of Viacom, who is
CBS and all.
all that shit. And yeah, had a real conversation and boom. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know dollar amount unless you saw something, but I'm sure it's substantial enough for things to be
Did you
worked
watch
out.
the 10-minute clip of him talking about it? He posted on his Instagram.
Anything worth mentioning?
He caught COVID.
That I knew. Yes.
And I actually watched Donnell Rawlings on his Instagram yesterday talking about he caught COVID. So I guess they all caught it together.
They were all in Texas doing shows.
Yeah. And but at the end of the 10-minute clip of him talking about, he's just basically thanking everyone because of his supporters not watching it like he asked.
Yeah.
They had to come with the check.
Good.
And at the end of it, 'cause I kept wondering, like, did only he get a check, or did like Donnell? You know what I mean? Like, and he brought Donnell at the end, so I just assumed from the fact that he also came out that he also got a check, which makes me feel good.
Yeah, and it's only because I listen to his podcast every week. Neil Brennan, who is the other writer on the Chappelle Show and creator, I'm sure he got his piece too, because Neil is a brilliant dude, like writing wise, and he actually directs commercials. So I don't know if you guys saw the Chase or Capital One credit card commercial with Kevin Hart in it, where he's like yelling to all the neighbors, and then he yells to Neil, and he's like,
Why
"I'm
you
right
yelling?
here." That's Neil Brennan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's the co-creator and writer on the Chappelle Show. He directed that commercial.
That was tasty.
A few other ones, and stand-up shit. Also, he has a stand-up called Three Mics, which is one of the best stand-ups I've seen.
Really?
Yeah, he's funny.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes, yes, it's very funny.
Light is still on. I don't want you better than dream.
My who's still on?
Yo,
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, no, I'm glad because we see it now with music. People who created something got fucked up out of their deal. The music is still timeless, but they don't see a fucking penny from it, or they see pennies from it. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the label or whoever
It's just cashing in.
killing it. You're gonna do that to this fucking legendary, groundbreaking show, and thank God Chappelle had the leverage now, after coming back and bouncing back with his career, to be able to say, nah, let's make this right. So I think that helps for the future when people are working on their craft to be able to receive, because that's your legacy. Mm-hmm. Imagine his kids, if he passed, and your grandkids, and Chappelle shows out, but none of them see anything from it. Yep. No residuals. That's your dad's creation, but other people are getting paid, but nothing has come to the family. It's weird. It's not right.
Mm-hmm. And Shade Room posted, it was like maybe 3 or 4 slides where each slide had like a bunch of different people, black comedians that have Netflix specials that are out right now that are really good.
Yep.
So one was Cat Williams, and I love Cat Williams. So I put it on. And we had seen it before, it was from a few years ago,
mm-hmm.
but it was funny all over again.
Mm.
But it was funny in that way where it's like we talk about the Trump thing. We all saw it happening.
Yeah.
And then there's certain people who choose to act like they're so surprised now. So Cat's talking about Trump and everything that he's doing.
And you're like,
yeah.
I'm going to watch it again. It must be dope to see in retrospect.
Yes, it's really good. And let's go back to it, yeah. So if you have Netflix and you want to watch a good comedy, I would suggest the Cat Williams. I think it's called Great America.
Yeah. And throw in Neil Brennan, 3 mics. Very different conceptually, but
we have
well
3 mics.
Well crafted.
hey.
And then we rewatched the Bill Burr one the other day.
Oh, so fucking funny. So funny. That guy is gifted, man.
I'm like, whoa, do you ever want to be on stage again? Jeez.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Jeez.
That's his most recent one, right?
Yeah.
And he filmed that one in England, right?
London, yeah.
So he doesn't give a fuck. He did the same shit on SNL. You don't care.
That was like, woof.
Yeah, you gotta fix your mic a little bit.
Oh, my microphone has fallen.
There you go. We had mentioned Texas with Chappelle and whatnot down there. Prayers.
I see what you did there.
To everyone in Texas. I don't know if you guys saw some of the what's going on out there. Man, so a cold snap, whatever that is, hit Texas, and it's been snowing for days now in Texas of all places. Millions of people are without power, without electricity, without
water,
because now because the power's out, the filtration at the water, blah blah blah, water's no good.
And it's freezing pipes.
Yeah, so now for homes in Texas, they're not insulated like ours.
They're not equipped to handle cold at all.
Right, so you got pipes bursting. I saw a huge icicle in somebody's house. Mm-hmm. Fucking, what's the shit? Fiberglass, the insulation. Mm-hmm. On the floor, drenched.
Yep.
And the only thing I can think of is, holy shit, even for the homeowners, renters, whatever, they probably don't have insurance that covers water shit. Fucking damage.
My mother said the same thing.
That shit hurts my heart, man.
So much damage,
man.
Because you when you buying a house, you want to get flood insurance for what?
I'm in Texas. I don't live near the water. What the fuck?
No, I'm not paying extra for that shit.
Oh my god,
it's not mandatory.
Oh,
and it's so expensive. Oh, I don't know if the cost for it down there is the cost for it up here, but
I mean, as a person who's had in the recent history roof damage that caused the ceiling to fall, that I literally watched it happen. I was like, what the fuck? Seeing these people with these gaping holes, like it was triggering.
Yeah.
Because I know how that feels. You just stand there and you're like, the fuck do I do with this?
Yep.
But at least my house wasn't cold.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, you got to get this cleaned up because you don't want mold.
Yep.
But they're thinking it's going to freeze.
Right.
What do I do?
You can't even quickly clean it up.
Nope.
Who's going to fix the hole? Because if more moisture comes, you're done.
Then the cold's coming through the hole.
Yep. Crazy.
Tough situation down there, man. Yeah.
Has it ever snowed in Texas before?
I'm sure it
When was
has.
the last time? It was 1973.
In what part? Or anywhere in Texas? Because I feel like I was watching the episode of Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Fixer Upper.
Fixer Upper. And they're in Texas and in Waco. And there was a few times where there was snow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so it does snow in certain parts.
Maybe not that much.
Yeah, but not frequently at all,
The
and not
worst
to this
part-
extent.
So you guys heard about the power grids and all that in Texas, right?
God.
Now, let me chew this so I can get to talking. That was a good bite. You heard that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's just check.
No.
Oh, it's pepperoni.
Oh no. So, this would have been good with some mushrooms on it.
Yeah,
Fuck these niggas, yo.
I'll take the blame.
Fucking damn. It's beef Wellington. You didn't even cook it right.
Medium Wellington.
That might be the title.
She's fucking good,
That might be that guys.
Yo, she's
you don't really
good.
hear our process of choosing a title, but that's
That's gonna haunt me too. That's an attack at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's an attack.
It's a yeah, baby.
I don't know why anyone would want to fight me though. I'm so confused.
Medium Wellington. Fuck her, man.
I don't want to do this to you, dude, but I gotta.
Oh shit. So in America, there's 3 power grids. Of some
She's so
sort.
good.
That was so good. I'm sorry, Jen.
Oh, so there's the
Fucking
east,
genius.
the east, and then the west, and then Texas. Houseway.
Mm-hmm.
So Texas has their own power, and if it's not nationally regulated or anything, then so there's these rich people who basically are in charge of it, and they haven't maintained the way it needs to be maintained. They weren't weather ready for winter weather. Global warming is a thing. They just need to accept that as a thing. We need to prepare for. We need to.
You're like, it's never gonna happen.
No.
Never.
You know what I mean? And so there's all these reports of different people like, yo, we told the governor, we told this, and they didn't do anything about it. Ted Doucheface Cruz.
The way my mother was cussing that man out before I left the house, Lodi Buruku, all types of. I'm like, damn, mom, you just got off the prayer line. Good.
Pastor can hear you now.
You know, he's one of those people that when other places, Democratic states, have been in states of emergency asking for federal help, he's like, oh, they need to just figure it out, get over it, do it yourself. Now it's like, oh, can you help us?
This guy took off.
And then this fool took off and went to Cancun while his people are freezing and dying.
He's like, nope.
Cancun, all the shit you was talking about Mexico, first of all.
Nope. He
He's a
didn't even
motherfucker.
in public. Nope. Not doing it.
Nah, I don't see it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
He was better off going to Mar-a-Lago. Like,
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Mexico? You could have went anywhere in the world.
Mexico. From Tejas.
From Tejas. They can't come over the border to you.
But you, my friend.
You asshole, want to go over the border to them.
This privilege is sickening.
The guy's an idiot. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just people. There's already been loss of life.
Yep.
I think quickly of the elderly,
Oh.
the homeless.
Oh.
I did see that Joel Osteen this time did open the church up
Oh, good.
Oh.
to people, so they had a lot of
Didn't
meals
have to
being
force him to do
prepared.
it?
Nope, on his own. But I think he learned from that last situation because that was a little wild. And as a man of God, you know, we have to look out for our own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
There was a somebody who owns a furniture store down there. They said last time, I think it was like hurricane, whatever. He did the same thing. Same thing with this. He's opened up his furniture store
Nice.
and let people stay there. So, you know, they just show videos of people sitting at the dining room tables eating dinner,
Awesome.
sitting on the couch with their babies. You know what I mean? And it was like, okay, it still feels like you're at home because there's furniture here.
word.
You know, so that was cool.
But to deal with this in the midst of COVID as well.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, all their vaccine rollout, they was finally getting on the roll to getting some of that out, and now they've had to push back. So
Damn.
anyone who had a appointment to get vaccinated, and we all know the COVID vaccines only are good for so
Yes.
long.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
So they're
yep,
probably gonna
yep,
have to throw out a lot of
yep,
vaccines.
yep.
Hey, yeah.
I know at my job they'll send out an email like anybody available in the next hour to take the vaccine. They had somebody cancel and they got to use it before it expires.
Wow.
Oh.
We'll get emails like that all the time.
Woof.
Wow.
You did you get vaccinated?
Nah, not yet.
You gonna? Or are you scared of?
I'm very scared. Very scared. Very scared.
Very scared.
I'm very scared.
I'm gonna do it at some point, yo.
We're gonna have to do it. We're trying to travel, so.
Yeah.
Like people have said, you know how much shit I've put in my body? I don't know what's in that damn pizza.
This is very true. Very true.
You know,
I'm gonna be scared of a vaccine that everybody in the world got behind and everybody in the world put money towards. Like literally, the world stopped and it was like, we're all gonna work on this one group project.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
No,
the
it's true.
whole class
It's
decided
true.
to work on one volcano? How fucking magnificent that volcano would be.
Shit.
And then everyone in the class agree. No, this is the volcano. No, this is the one.
This
Yeah,
is-
no,
this
this
is
is the
it.
one. This is the volcano. Yeah.
We worked on it for 9 months.
Yeah. No, this is the one. Roll it out.
The other volcano was but it didn't glow in the dark. This one glows.
This one glows.
It's got smoke.
The magma feels real. You know,
feel
it's,
the
yeah.
heat,
It has sound.
colors.
I was always jealous of that kid
Who could
that
make
added the little rumbling sound. Let me put this little clay one that I made away and shit. I tried it once, never again. I thought I was killing it. Some
even
kid had
attempted
some.
I never even tried the
Never even
volcano.
attempted. I did a steam turbine engine.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
How you did that? What was that?
We're over here scared to do baking soda and vinegar. And niggas like,
Yeah, because
Steam
it wasn't any
turbine.
of that shit.
Did your parents ever help you out with any of your projects?
Yes. No.
Yes?
My dad got all the stuff, but
Okay.
he was like, "All right."
So he helped you buy your no money, but like he didn't actually help you build it. So that was the thing, yeah. Because my stupid moms took me to get the clay to try to make a volcano, and I was like, all right,
bye.
Here we go.
go to bed on time. So I bring it, and then I go like, yeah, my mom helped me paper mache all the. I just pour it. Meanwhile, some other shit glowing and.
Fuck you.
So yeah.
God damn it.
So the kid with the family who all sat at the table to get together to make the volcano, and here I am with my 8-year-old. I made this by myself volcano. You know what else I was never good at? When you had to make the bridge out of the toothpicks to try to
Fuck
hold
that.
something heavy. My
Fuck
shit
that.
always
Yeah.
fucking fell.
Fuck
This is
that.
why I didn't do civil engineering. I knew my egg drop always fucking failed.
Fuck the egg drop.
My egg always
Fuck the egg drop.
always died.
Yeah, fuck that.
So give me something.
I feel like let it out, baby. Let it out.
Yeah,
Let it out. Let it out. All of it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Maybe I do need therapy.
Yo, just tell me how she reacts when you bring up the volcano.
It won't be anything from my adult life. It'll just all be kid shit. No, adult life is fine, but let me tell you about middle school.
and then the earthquakes.
Oh my! Listen here. There was something else that frightened me as a child. What was it? Fuck. I was laughing about it because I was like, they're gonna make fun of me. It's earthquakes and something. Fuck it. Go ahead. Ted Cruz, Texas. Go
I was
ahead.
afraid of The Fly, the movie.
I love that movie.
I was scared of the blob.
Love that one too.
I'm a scaredy cat, so it started early.
But Thriller, no, don't put that shit on. Whatever. Y'all weren't scared of Thriller?
Surprisingly, no.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay, good. You weren't.
No, because my mother showed us and the making of it.
Ah, see? Yeah,
So
yeah,
Smart
yeah.
lady.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She didn't want us in her bed at night.
Texas, we love you. Texas is great state.
Like we went to Texas for a football game,
Oh, you did, yeah.
and it was end of the season, so it must have been like November, December. It was cold as fuck here when we left. We got there, and there was never a time when it was under 85 degrees in December. It was so hot. So
Yeah.
to think of the fact that they're colder than we are right now, and they have more snow than we have right now.
That is
They have
fucking
more
insane.
snow than Worcester. Like when you really think about it in those terms, nobody has more snow than Worcester.
Right. And imagine all the people that moved down there to get away from snow.
I think about those people all the fucking time.
Yo. And the footage of the accidents on
That FedEx
bridge.
truck?
Ay, 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 ay.
It's insane.
And those
It's-
people don't know how to drive in it. That's
You
something
don't,
you
yeah.
you learn.
Right.
Right. And without having enough plows and shit, it'll
Salt
be at least
trucks.
have the benefit of some salt, a little bit of plow action. Imagine just it being by itself for hours or however long, and bad drivers on top of that. Ay,
Right.
shit.
And then freezing underneath it because it's freezing rain too, right?
Yeah. Ah,
It's not,
It's scary.
yeah.
tough situation, man.
I don't like it.
Oh, at all.
I have a question. I don't know if you guys know anything about it because I don't, and I want to ask you guys before I went researching it. But do you guys know anything about code switching?
Say again?
Yes.
You do.
What that mean?
You know, like how the person you are when you're at work is not the person you are when you're with your friends.
There's a name for that?
Yes, he just said it.
Oh, shit. Code switching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all do it, right?
I kind of yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of know
have to
like a
fucking
tiny bit about it, but I was hoping I get Jen.
I mean, there's not much to know about it besides knowing yourself.
is it a negative thing?
Not for me.
I don't think so.
I have the benefit of a job where I don't have to, I can be myself for the most part. So I wouldn't say I code switch at work. If anything, I filter myself at work because I'm an inappropriate human.
You dial it down a little bit.
I dial it down a little, but not too much though. Okay. They let me dial up sometimes. they let me go. They just be like, Jen's stupid, and then it is what it is. You know what I mean? But at my job, I'm not in the minority in any way. I'm not the only woman, or there's mostly women there. There's mostly minorities there. So,
Got it.
you know, but if I was in a place where, like at school, going to engineering classes at URI, mostly men, all white.
So I think there's the idea that you shouldn't have to code switch,
No, you shouldn't have to.
but we do.
But so does code switch only apply to like when you're not around, quote, your people? Because technically I don't talk the same way around my mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or like aunties and stuff.
But you're not pretending to be a different person.
Is that part of code switching?
I don't think you're pretending when you do it at work either. I mean, that's still you.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just a more,
Work version
a
of me.
palatable version of you.
some might say more professional version. I don't like to say that, but
Yeah. So like I tailor it to the environment, right? Because I'm never 100% of me in a new environment. If I get introduced to, you know, my lady's family, I'm a little extra courteous. Nice to meet you. Oh, no, I'm fine, thank you. I'm not hitting them with my humor yet. Humor. Who the fuck am I? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, who the fuck am I? The fuck?
This guy acts like he's not funny.
No, but my humor, shut up, Bim. The fuck?
Me,
Stupid
funny.
asshole.
Me.
that's stupid.
A whole me.
But like I'm more reserved, you know, until I warm up to people. And then even when I warm up, I still tailor my communication and delivery to you as I know you.
Got it.
Yeah, everybody gets a little different kind of doses based on the relationship. Is that code switching though? I thought like that's a natural thing.
I
That
almost
people
feel
do.
like it's not.
Yeah, that's why it was weird to me that it has a name, because I don't know a person that's the exact same every single time, no matter what scenario or situation you put them in.
When you do find people who are like that, it's almost uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's like, whoa, bro, not now. Let's
Read the room.
read the
the room.
fucking room.
Right.
Stop cussing. There's an old person here.
Right. It's not the time.
It's not the time.
Not the time.
It's the reason why I won't let people I know listen to this podcast. Because then they'll have questions.
It's not the time.
Jen, what did you mean by?
Podcast.
Right.
What did you mean by?
Oh, let me look at Urban Dictionary to see what they say it is.
Urban Dictionary is the worst thing in the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, Darren, can you hold on. I want to save it.
Yeah.
But I got to know the name of Sam's podcast again and where to find it.
Sister Girl podcast on Podbean.
It's only on Podbean?
It's the only place that I believe it's only on Podbean for now.
Is there a reason for that?
I think that's where they host it.
Oh, Sister Gal.
Sister Gal. Is it gal or girl?
I don't know.
It's SIS
T-A.
TAH. No, TA.
G-A-L. Oh, girl. Podcast.
Yes.
Okay. Because I just saw Sister Gal. But I wasn't sure if that was the one.
Gal.
All right, let me get back to the code switching thing.
Let me make sure of that, because I could be wrong.
Yeah, because I want to hear it. Because I feel like Sam should have had a podcast, but whatever. Whatever.
I wanted to read this article, but I feel like we're running way long on time.
We are.
But it's a really good one.
Go ahead, because I can't. I have no
wow,
connectivity.
completely wrong. Sorry. Sister Friends podcast.
Oh, damn.
I don't know why I came with girl. So Sister SISTA Friends with an S podcasts.
Okay.
Link is that.podbean.com.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
All right, you both are fathers, so I know this one. Even if you're not a father, because I'm not a father.
You're just a single mother and none. Yeah.
Single mother, no kids.
Yes.
And this hurt me in multiple ways. This one's tough.
Is this sad shit?
It's a happy ending for the man in the story.
Okay.
But to me, it's still a sad ending
Let's go.
because it shouldn't have been this way. South Carolina man wins custody of his daughter after she was adopted without his permission.
Whoa.
What?
Okay, so
How does that happen?
well, I'll tell you. This is from ABC4 News. I'm guessing this is a station in South Carolina. For one South Carolina man, this was his story, and after months of fighting through court, he was able to show his daughter the love of a father. I didn't know if I would ever see her again, says Christopher Emanuel, founder of Sky's the Limit Foundation.
Fucking hell.
Christopher Emanuel is talking about his daughter, Skylar. I always said I wanted to be a great dad, says Emanuel. But his dreams of being a dad turned into a nightmare after his girlfriend placed their newborn daughter up for adoption without telling him. Yes. You see?
Newborn.
Yes. She gave birth and put the baby up for adoption. I was lost, man. I was hurt. I was confused because I wanted to ensure that I could be there for my child. Christopher fought back, turning to the court system where Skylar was born. This was my opportunity to prove that I was deprived of what my constitution and state rights were violated. Under South Carolina law, unwed fathers can... This is where I got angry. Unwed fathers can sign up on the Responsible Fatherhood Registry. It's an online database through DSS that lets the state know that you fathered a child. Pat Littlejohn is president of the advocacy group South Carolina Center for Fathers and Families. Before rights are terminated to allow an adoption to occur, attorneys as well as Department of Social Services will check this registry, and if his name is on there, he must be notified.
What?
That's a thing.
Christopher registered, adding the name of Skylar's mother, making it mandatory that he would be notified if she put the child up for adoption, and that's actually what she did. Documents show he added his name to the registry on February 4th, 2014. However, the adopted parents filed for motions on February 19th, which is like 2 weeks. Christopher was not added on documentation as the biological father, even though he was listed as such on the registry. But under South Carolina law, someone living in another state can adopt a baby born here only under unusual or exceptional circumstances. So, under the South Carolina Children's Code, a biracial child like Skylar fell under that category because somehow being biracial is
What's the unusual situation?
Is unusual.
Fuck off.
They get into that later. Therefore, the adoption in part was able to go forward. My daughter was in San Diego, California.
Oh my God.
With the prospective adoptive couple where her name was changed.
Oh.
I have medical documentation calling my daughter another name, and she was never legally adopted. Christopher kept the faith and contested the adoption. Court records showed that his paternal rights was terminated without his permission. At one point, he and his lawyers were willing to adopt his own daughter back. After almost a year, a judge sided with him. Baby Skylar was sent back to South Carolina, and the courts granted Christopher sole custody of his daughter. Aiken County Judicial Center is where it went down at. But when I'm here, being in this space fills me with joy. I feel safe because Aiken County brought my daughter home where she belongs. Senator Shealy tells me that at the time the adoption code was written, it was more because of the public's unwillingness to want to adopt mixed-race children or children with disabilities.
Wow.
She says the out-of-state option was added so that South Carolina children could find a forever home. She also tells me that with the changing times, it might be a good idea to review and update the portion of the adoption code.
Oh my God.
In response to this fight, Emmanuel started the Sky's the Limit Foundation, where he travels across the nation educating fathers on their paternal rights. Now, the reason why I say, even though it's a good ending for him, imagine being the couple that adopted this baby,
Right.
and you raised this baby for a year.
Right. Right.
It's not an ideal situation for anybody.
I'm choosing my words wisely. Any update on the woman who put the child up for adoption?
No.
Okay, good. Stay wherever you are, please.
Yeah, that's...
Like you said, we have kids, so I'm sure Darren, I won't speak for you, but I can't even put my mind.
Could you? Don't even imagine.
A year? My kid is gone for a year.
And I've got to go through hoops upon hoops.
Just get my kid back.
I almost have to adopt my kid back.
And when we talk about what happens to men who aren't in their child's life and how your wages are garnished, how you don't have a say in certain things, how regardless of what expenses you have, legitimate expenses, it doesn't matter. All these things. But I want my kid back and I have to go through all this?
That's a doozy, right? I read that shit yesterday. I was like, holy fuck.
Because and we were kind of joking about it earlier, but yes, women, it's your body. But if the gentleman you laid with is willing to take care of this child, what the fuck?
The child is born. It is no longer just a your body thing.
Right. It's out.
It's out in the world.
Like you said, what's the women like? There's so much more backstory that I would love to get out of this. So, did she do this to purposely hurt him?
Right, and even if so, you
Like,
punish the
what was your
child.
motivation? Yeah, right.
Right, so clearly they gave him custody, so there wasn't any domestic issues, right? Because that would have been on record. Criminal records, any blemish would have prevented this from going through.
Yes.
So whether the relationship worked or not, clearly he's fit to be a father.
What was your reason? I don't, not that any reason is a good reason, but why? Because if he went through the lengths of going onto this registry, which a lot of people don't even know that something like that exists.
How would you even fucking know that this exists?
Why
because they
would
must
it
have
need to exist.
That's a great question. Why does this even need to exist? Because, like we see in all these situations, like you just talked about, if a man is not listed on the birth certificate, it's really hard for him to exercise his rights as a dad.
Yeah.
So if she had the baby, didn't tell him or whatever, he's not there to put his name on the birth certificate. She in her mind, I can do whatever I want. This is my baby. Like, it's not just your baby. So this is just, one of those times we like to remind people, don't be selfish.
The kid did nothing wrong,
Kid
yo.
did nothing wrong.
Oh my God.
Poor baby's being flown back and forth from the East Coast to
Thankfully,
Cali.
the baby, I guess, is not aware or won't remember, hopefully. Right? The baby's
But that time's essential for bonding.
Yes.
Like, that's a
You
year.
had a whole, it didn't.
Different environment, different, like.
And I think, Jen, like she said, the parents who just want a child.
They might have their own reasons why
Right.
they had to adopt.
Yep. And they finally get one.
God.
Because that's not easy. If they had to go from California to adopt from South Carolina, there has to be a reason. Like, the whole country, we scoured the country. We finally found you a baby.
We had to go across to the other coast.
Yeah.
And get this child. And now we have this child. And
And whatever money they put up for the adoption costs, flights,
Lawyers,
I'm sure they were trying to fight it also to keep the child.
Lawyers, all that.
They don't get shit back. And you lose the child? All because someone.
And this is why I said, it's a happy ending for him, but it's not a happy ending of a story for me. Like, it's heartbreaking for everybody.
And this baby, is going to grow up. And this baby is going to know because of
this story.
The father's foundation and whatnot. And then now what do you feel like? My mother not only didn't want me.
She didn't want my dad to have me. And part of it is like, I feel like the mom's like, okay, because I watch Million Little Things and I need to get back to it, but there was a similar situation on the show. They wanted to adopt. They found, if you're going to watch the show, sorry, spoiler. They found the girl. They got close to her. They helped her through a lot of stuff. She was pregnant. The girl gave birth and then changed her mind. They had already held the baby. They had already named the baby. And she's like, I'm sorry. I just realized from all the help you guys gave me that I can actually do this. And that was from having the baby physically for a matter of minutes, but emotionally for all those months while she was pregnant. They had a baby shower, the whole thing. So I can't, and even that's a TV show, and that shit hurt. So for somebody who, for a year, God bless them all. God bless the baby. I just can't.
People, let's be kind. This goes back to the whole grudge thing. No, honestly, let that shit go. If you don't want to be with him, you don't want to see him, the baby has nothing to do with that shit.
A whole nother life you're affecting.
You can, be done. Sign away your rights. Be done.
So my thing, the reason why I brought up the TV show is right before she gave birth, because she was close to the couple, and then it was like, well, I can't be cool with you guys once the baby's born because she knew she couldn't watch them raising her kid because she would, would want to be there. So as the woman who doesn't feel like she's ready to be a mother, but you guys live in the same area because you guys were a couple. Yeah. So he's got your kid. Now you're feeling like, damn, there's my baby. So did she do this just as a way to be able to detach or like...
Detach or not, your child is out there somewhere. and you did that to this man without letting him know.
Like literally all this right here is tense.
Yeah, something similar happened on another show too. Little Fires Everywhere.
Oh no! Okay.
I don't know if you saw that one with Kerry Washington and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it, but I knew there was something weird like that.
Yeah, they did it well, but it captured that same thing because the couple was fucking hurt, and the daughter grew up and wanted to know, hey, what's up? Yeah. Ugh. Damn it, man. Darren, can you take us higher? Nothing.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Pizza
Any plans
was
for
good.
the weekend? Pizza was good. Plans for the weekend?
Higher not this weekend, but last weekend we took the family snow tubing.
Oh, yes.
Which was pretty fun. My son is a maniac.
Which one?
The Carter. We couldn't take Kai. He was too little.
Yeah, send him down.
He was plaid now. He's a man.
Oh, that's what I can tell you guys. So before that, earlier in the week, did I tell you about this?
Told me.
Before that, earlier in the week,
Oh, boy.
we took, so right around the corner, there is like this good sized hill, and Clarabelle saw all the people snow tubing.
Was the guy there from the playground?
So listen, Jen, because I lost my soul in that moment. This is how I'm gonna take you guys higher. Okay, you ready?
I love this.
I get out of work. Clarabelle is like, "Oh, quick, get dressed. We're gonna go take the boys snow tubing." I'm like, "What?" And so she's like, "Come on,
what
you
is
got
snow tubing?
right." So she got snow tubes. You got to
Jen, you
fill
don't
it
know
up.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
when she says that to him, like,
Right.
first of
Yeah,
all,
I'm like, what? I got a meeting at 6. Like, whatever. So we we go around the corner.
Nice.
We get to the hill. It's cold. We get there, and I don't like stuff like this. I'm scared. I think the worst. I think somebody's gonna
I'm with
fall and
you.
hit my kid. I'm gonna
Yeah.
freak out.
I'm all set.
So we get there, and Clarabelle is the complete opposite. So sit down on the snow tube. Carter's all for it. He goes on the wee, has a good time. Kai's just with me. He's like, absolutely not. I am not doing this shit. Absolutely not. So we're having a good time. We're chilling, and there's other families there and stuff. And to my right, there's a black lady with a white lady, and this black lady has locks. So of course I look at Clara like, oh, she got locks, hee. And so she's playing with her son and whatever. And then I hear we kind of see the little boy go down, and he hits a bump and he falls. And they're like, oh my God, name. And I said, I literally jumped like right? So I look, and it's snowing kind of, and it's bright, and everybody has their gear on. So I'm looking at this little boy like he looks young. I'm hyperventilating. Like I look at the lady, I'm like, I don't know you. So Clarabelle's walking back up from going down with Carter, and I'm like, yo. Did you see that little boy over there? And she's like, I think so. I'm like, did you hear his name? Like, did you hear what I heard? And so she's like, I don't know. So I told her, like, I think this is the kid. So it goes to now Kai's going down, we're going down, and I hear it again. Name of boy, and I look, and then she tells her friend, my son is so nuts. He loves to go down. I thought he would be terrified, but him being only 2 or 3, and I was like, oh no, it's him. So now I'm looking around like, oh shit, oh no, oh no. I'm a little relieved. I'm relieved that he's alive. And then I saw the older kid. I said, okay, they're alive, they're well.
Not they're alive, they're well.
And then I looked at Clarabelle, I was like, I'm going to go home. Like, I need to leave now. Because all I need is the father to come out.
Yeah. But Darren, you said the kids are alive and well. Do you know if the father is not in jail or something for neglecting his children?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Wow,
I
man.
don't know.
You don't
Wow,
know,
man.
I
Darren.
don't know.
You didn't introduce yourself.
I did. Hell no. I wanted to run away. Before that, I had not seen the mother. But all I need, hey. You.
Their daddy's in jail because of you.
Because it's not, like you said, you have locks, she has locks. There's not too many people in Warwick who are your color.
Yes.
And or have locks.
Yes.
So he probably went home to his wife. Yo, this motherfucker with dreadlocks. I thought we bonded. Left me there with sleep with the kids in the playground.
How amazing would it be if she went home and said, babe, you would
Never guess. You said he had 2 sons? This is amazing. Darren,
Oh, God.
you are fucking
skit.
amazing.
I'm a fucking skit.
Yeah.
Literally, a
My
walking
life is
What's the show name? Oh, Darren?
Oh, Darren.
Darren. This is definitely a Darren.
Holy shit.
Listen,
That's good.
And there's your hire.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go.
Needed that.
Shit.
No plans this weekend.
Black History Month is still amongst us.
Yes.
That's right.
And during this month, Black History is still being made.
Yes.
Congratulations to welterweight champion Kamaru Usman of the UFC, who defended his title and won last weekend. Not only did he do that, he also is now the at the top of the welterweights for the most consecutive wins with 13, passing Georges St. Pierre, who is a legendary UFC fighter. So I know I'm getting into my fighting shit. Nobody cares, but Kamaru Usman, Israel Adesanya, and John Jones, 3 champions in the UFC, black men in a sport that is jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, something that you wouldn't think initially that we would dominate, but history is being made before our eyes in all facets. So that's just another area where, and that's 2 Nigerian champions, by the way, Israel Adesanya and Kamaru Usman. So in that sport, for us to be shining the way we are, I love it. And also last night, Naomi Osaka and Serena Williams played in the Australian Open. Osaka, she is a beast.
I think she beat Serena before, too.
Yes, she beat her in 2018.
I saw that.
Yeah. She's a beast. Half Japanese and half Haitian.
That's a very, wow, that's a great mix.
Yes.
Yeah, and she is so good and so awkward in her interviews. She doesn't know what to say. They said, well, Serena.
She's young.
Yeah, she's like 22.
Oh, okay. I thought she was like 18.
Not that young. Yeah, maybe 21, 22, something like that. But they're like typical interview shit after the win. So Serena, you just happen to know where her serves were going. You know, it's like you just, anytime she serves, you just happen to be right there. He's like, I don't know. I just kind of guess. So you can either go one way or the other. This is Serena Williams, the greatest female tennis player of all time. And I guess, I don't know. And you beat her bad. She beat her bad.
I love it.
She's so good. But yeah, history is being made.
Shout out to Awkward Girls.
Word. She's so awkward. I love it. But yeah.
It makes me smile. I just love it so much.
That makes you smile awkwardly.
Stupid.
Don't follow me on Instagram.
Keep killing it. Keep making history. Thank you.
Indeed. Anything else?
We're not going to talk about Meek Mill today, so.
No.
Fuck that. No, we're not. We're
I don't know what's
Nope. Don't.
All right, cool. Guys,
That's it.
thank you for listening and following. Hey, Bim, loser say what?
Loser say what?
Oh, yeah,
He's supposed to say what?
Thank you for listening to Rocket. Make sure you follow us on social media platforms. PLSDLTHIS. I don't even know how I spelled it right. Twitter, the same handle. Yeah. On podcast streaming apps, Spotify, Speaker, YouTube, and also that one and the other one over there. And have a good weekend.
Yes.
And celebrate Black History.
Word.
Support Black businesses.
Yes.
And we out.
Peace.
BlackLivesBiz.com.
Yes. Is it, Tom? Yes.
Yes.
Wah!